It is Saturday night. I hope everyone is doing well. Are you ready, Twitty McTwin?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
This Russell Rush on Friday, kicking the ballistics on WIMS. Yo, I got a phone call. She wants to hold cake. I said, hold up. Yo, take this. You're trying to get money here. WIMS, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy, then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt right to his boy. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to send him up on Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday.
Once more with the wall up in the score. Sponsored by the riff shit to make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. But diving from a piece of metal shoulda yo, that light. Slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, get the funky output.
5 days you work, 1 whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah.
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, look who just walked in.
Is there a cut on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With a yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear, rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feed on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday. Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
Hey, hello. Welcome to my Stone Club Life. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Welcome in, Melissa. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
You know what? I'm having a terrible day, but it's gonna get better. Yay, Twitty McTwin, how are you doing? You're muted.
Surviving tornado warnings. So
His Twitty McTwin is everybody keep Jess in mind. She literally was in the closet 20 minutes ago.
yeah, it was quite rough here. There's emergency vehicles. I just hear them because I'm over by the ambulances are on that side. The fire department's over here with the police station, and you just hear things, and it's just yeah. And I'm still waiting to hear back from my babies, make sure they're okay, but we'll see. Everyone's fine. You just got to keep saying that. Everyone's fine.
Absolutely. Oh, Cynthia, I'm sorry that your computer died. I want to say hello to everybody. Hello to Linda, Tasha, Katie. Hello, Jennifer and Donnie. Hello. Welcome in.
Oh, I got to put the chat up on my screen. There we go.
Awesome.
Everyone.
I hope everyone's doing well. Melissa, how are you this evening? For anyone who doesn't know, this is Melissa Jesse from the chat. Welcome in.
Yay.
Simon, thank you for the invitation. I'm so happy to be here. I'm very honored.
Oh, absolutely. You're always fun to chat with. And I was like, oh my, and I've been watching your videos and I'm like, oh gosh. I was like, William, we have to have her on.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I promise I won't swear.
Oh, you're good. And interrupt and interject and don't be afraid. Don't think that, hey, I'm going to wait. Don't, because just get into that conversation.
Perfect.
Yeah. Raven, I took a shower. I feel a lot better after a shower.
Yay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
And hopefully you don't have to go back into the closet.
I know. I'm watching the weather. It was a really bad thunderstorm that rolled through, and then all of a sudden the tornado warning, please take warning. Like you have 10 minutes. And I'm like, and it's the first one I've ever been through by myself. And I was just like, I was having a rough time, but I shall survive. Tasha, so I'll go ahead and post it, but it's Melissa Jesse. So let me go ahead and get that up. Absolutely.
Okay, let me go run back in the other room.
I got your Saturday night song stuck in my brain.
Oops. I'm trying to get this so I can see William. It's like my screen is cut off. I'm sure I have a different view. William, you'll be happy. I'm oiling my machine.
Yay! More
right now,
oil.
because I know how we both feel about oil. And this is the only brand I use, the Lily White. So I don't know if this is what you use, but I am an oil snob. So
I think I have many different brands. It's one of those weird things where I see soy machine oil and I'm just, oh, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
But I do work for Big Sewing. I push changing your needle on every project and always oiling your machine.
Absolutely. Cleaning the machine too. That's a big one that people don't do, is thinking that they're like that little part underneath the arm is clean. It's full of lint. Every Monday, it's part of my routine. I take my little brush and just, yeah.
Hey, Dubravka, did I miss you? Hello, if I did, Dubravka.
I'm my favorite Canadian. One of my favorite Canadians.
So much for that nap.
I know. Tell me about it, Cynthia. I don't know. It's evading me all day.
Yay, everybody subbing to Melissa. Awesome.
Yay.
So, and you don't have to say exactly where you live, but in what area do you inhabit?
I'm in the greater Gallup, New Mexico area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So Gallup or Grants, Route 66 runs through there. Yep. And I'm completely off the grid in the mountains. So I tell people, for a reference, I'm an hour and a half from a Walmart.
So you're close to the Arizona border then too. Like you're on that on the western side. I'm looking at a map.
Yeah, very close. Very close to Arizona, in the northern part of the state, northwestern part of the state. Yep. And so I do everything on solar power. Yeah. So when I say off the grid, I mean, that's what I mean by off the grid. We're on solar power. I don't have an electric, not hooked up to an electric company. And we are our own waterworks. So we have to set up our own systems for electricity and water.
Wow.
And
That's
you might see my cats and dogs popping in and
We
out
love
too.
cats. You're answering like 15 questions that I want to ask you because you're
Okay.
broadcasting, but you're broadcasting with solar.
Yes. Yeah, we do everything with solar. I don't want to live, too feral, like a too feral of a person. Yeah, we do have a refrigerator and a washing machine and a freezer, and I can run my sewing machines and a laptop and my husband's computer and lights
Awesome.
and
wow.
all of these amenities. But on solar, the things we cannot do is anything that generates heat. So one of the things I miss about grid power, and if only one thing would be running an iron.
Oh,
I
I
can't
never.
run an iron.
Can you
Yeah.
run a coffee maker?
We do pour over coffee.
The reason I ask that is because every time the power goes out, I'm shocked how much power my coffee maker pulls.
Yeah, so it'd be anything that makes heat. That's your
Wow.
general rule. So no blow dryers, no electric blankets, no electric kettles,
Okay.
anything that makes heat. We just don't have a system big enough. I mean, you'd need something pretty massive,
Yeah.
but we could do all the other things, which is wonderful. Yeah,
I think
and
that's awesome though.
I wouldn't go back to a city. Yeah, wouldn't go back.
Do you have like a solar oven that you go outside and cook with?
Not a solar oven. No, we have a propane. That's the only thing that we use propane for.
Okay. The reason why I say that is because I'm about to start school in like 2 weeks, and I'm being bombarded with back to school emails from all of these science sites and math sites. And one thing was to take a pizza box and make like a solar oven and make s'mores. And I'm really debating whether to do that with my kiddos. So I think that would be fun. So I just didn't know if you had any insight with that. So, but
Not like that, no. But we probably live in a good climate for it.
mhm.
Yay, Barb. Hello.
I like your
I
beer bird jersey, free bird jersey.
This jersey was something that I just found while we were in Vegas, and I should have known this thing was going to be drama. The numbers are off. This is 88. The last name is Brewer, and Sidney Crosby was the captain of the Pens when they won in 2016. So the patch is right. These patches are right, but everything else sounds like some drunk guy walked up at the stadium was like, "I'll spend $400 for a jersey."
Hey,
And I
I'm glad
found
you put $400 on it.
and I found this for $40 at a thrift store.
Yeah.
Oh, what? So sorry. That's why we have propane stoves, so we have power. Also, when we have power outages, we can still have our coffee. It's one of those weird things. Every time the power goes out, that's the one thing where I forget. But I found my French press, so I will survive.
I'm
Do
glad.
the ironing and heating old-fashioned way. Grandma used to use hers on a wood stove. I actually have one of those.
I'm like,
Just
where's Ali?
what's that?
I'm like, where's Alibaba? He could have given us all the info on those irons. I bet too, with all his other knowledge.
We have a sun oven. Our kids have a lot of fun cooking in it.
Oh, cool. I might have to hit.
Yay! Well, welcome in. I cook and bake in a solar oven, and I live in Southwest Michigan. Welcome in.
Hi, Geraldine. How are you? I'm glad that you came to hang out with us. So if this is the Mint and you live down here,
I
hello,
live in the city, and me and all my neighbors dislike each other.
all I hear is my neighbors all around me. I'm looking forward to not being in apartment life again eventually. So. Someday.
So, what do you like? How far are your neighbors away? Like, could you throw a football and hit your neighbor's house?
Well, my very closest neighbor, we invited my brother-in-law to live on the land with us. And so they're about a city block away.
Okay.
And so I can see them, but it's okay because it's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's a quarter mile. Like my actual neighbor. So not counting that,
Yeah.
it's a quarter mile to my closest neighbor.
See, I want that much distance so I can walk out of my house and start my yodeling career.
Yeah.
You could come over here and yodel if you'd like.
It would last about 5 minutes because I easily get laryngitis. So my yodeling career would start with a roar and end with a whisper.
Or you could just bring your banjo.
That is that's crowd clearance. People want bouncers, they want all these things. I just come up playing my banjo. People are like, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Yeah, Susan, welcome in.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I haven't heard anybody play a banjo in a long time.
Hi, everyone. Been pouring rain off and on today, and we're going to continue through Monday. Oh, stay safe.
Yeah.
As long as it's sunny, you can cook, and even in the winter. Do you get a harsh winter, Melissa?
We can because we're at high elevation.
Mm.
So in the 11 years I've lived here, we had one winter where the snow was 29 inches deep.
Wow.
That can happen.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen 20 below.
Yeah.
So we can get some real winter here. Almost every year gets below zero. But the difference in living here and when I was in the Midwest is almost every day gets above freezing.
Okay.
So because they're in the high desert, you can have a 50-degree swing between night and day. So it
Yep.
could be minus 20 at night and then 32 during the day.
Okay.
And then it also works that way in the summer, which is really nice because if it gets wicked hot here, if it gets up to 100 degrees during the day, the nights will cool down to the 60s.
Wow. Welcome in,
So-
Chrissy. Welcome in. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so the temperature swing, if you're prepared for it, gives you, I see it as relief. So if it's
Yeah.
really hot at night, I'll cool down. And if it's really cold during the day, it'll warm up.
It's like that here. We get those 50-degree swings where it's like 100, then it's 55 at night.
Hmm.
We get that often. Yeah, I would love to hear William yodel and play the band.
I believe that was from Donnie.
I wish. Like, I can't sustain being loud. Like, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and not have a voice. Naturally, I'm actually meant to talk like this. I'm quite mousy. But over the years, I've learned to project myself. That and I want to sound like a waiter from the 1970s. What can I get you? That's 2 pancakes, waffles, cup of coffee, bacon.
If you were a woman, we'd call you Flo.
I knew a lot of Margies and Marges. The stereotype that would smoke a cigarette and they'd have the high hair.
Oh my goodness. I always forget about that era.
I have fond memories of everybody. Like I grew up around a lot of people that smoked. And so there'd be like 10, 15 people outside and their hair was like a halo over them. Their hair, I used to call it the hair helmet.
Like, how much Aquanet did you use? Like, that's what I want to know. I don't know.
But you know what though? We all participate in crazy trends. I wore one leg rolled up because I saw it in the LL Cool J video. Still to this day, I have no idea what that meant. So we follow trends.
Yeah, I never saw men boys do that. with the one leg thing over here. I don't think it caught on the East Coast.
Hmm.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Not in upstate New York.
When I was in high school, I had incredibly impressive gravity-defying mall bangs. You know, my mom, where you did the hair up
Yeah.
there, and my mom called it the Great Wall of China. It was a pretty impressive feat. It was pretty impressive.
You could go out in a hurricane and it'd still be there. Like
It was plastered. It was just so much hairspray. It was
Butterfly Queen, I hope you're okay. It's hot here. It's so funny how the weather is like polar opposite. Oh, it was my school. How it was in my school a trend.
well, so on the western New York. There you go.
I'm
Fun.
trying to think of all the goofy things. I would wear a sweatshirt with a flannel over it because I saw it on TV.
Like with a hoodie, a sweatshirt hoodie.
Yeah.
And then they started making them.
Oh, I dyed my hair blonde, blue. Tennis ball green is what made my parents snap.
That's the one that got them to say, we need to have a conversation.
No, they didn't react. Every time I dyed my hair, they wouldn't say a word. And I walked in with tennis ball green and they were like, nope. Nope. I remember those Aquanet years.
My daughter went to an 80s party, and so I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do this, you need to pin your pants. And so I pinned her pants for her, and she's like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, this is what we did. Why did you do that? She like thought that was the most ridiculous thing I could do. And I'm like looking back on it, I'm like, why did we pin our pants? I don't know if you did that, but we did. You know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know, but yeah, I wasn't part of any trend. I didn't do any of that. Yeah, my mom kept all our clothes basic. So.
My mom had us dressing like Italian gangsters. We wore tracksuits with Reeboks. And when I watched The Sopranos, I was like, oh, I dress like that. And Sopranos didn't come out till years later, but I dressed like Polly from The Sopranos as a kid.
I just went through a whole black phase where I wore black for years, tops and bottoms.
Oh,
yeah.
I actually knew someone that rocked the beehive for everything. Oh, she was somebody that I knew from the ranch. She did not stop rocking the beehive or that weird bell. That is it a perm? I don't know what that is. Where the hair flips up. Like
yeah,
it comes down and then
a big roller and rolled it out.
Oh, they never let that go. Yay, Jan. Yep, I did along with the big hair.
Wow.
Bring on the Aquanet.
Send me pictures, everyone. We're gonna have a class yearbook, my so-called life yearbook.
I'm still in my blackface. Truth is, that's all I wear. Or black t-shirts. I have a black t-shirt problem.
Well, are we all wearing black? Did I get the memo?
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
wearing a sweatshirt.
Thank you. Thank you for reading the memo.
I think we all got the memo to wear black. So
every Italian family in NYC has a Polly.
Mary, welcome in.
Welcome in. That is one of my favorite shows. The Sopranos is one of my favorite shows. I just woke up from a 2-hour nap. I should have slept longer. I think a lot of my problems come from my insomnia in life. I do not sleep at night. And then when I wake up, I don't feel rested at all. Like I'll sleep in like 2 or 3 hour spurts.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I live up north. Up north, people still rock 90s. I I am obsessed with hockey, and every year the NHL channel shows the Minnesota like division, like junior championships, high school, D145. They show everything that has to do with Minnesota, and it makes me laugh when I see people still rocking the mullet. Still, we used to call it hockey hair before people called it the mullet.
I can't tell you how many boys in my school have the mullet. That's just it's yeah, there's like 3 or 4 in every class that I've had for the last 4 years.
Really?
They love their
Really?
and it hasn't gone away. But they're old like farm boys. I don't know if it's just I don't know the farming thing. I don't know. The parents find it simpler, but they have curly hair too, and it looks so good on them. They're rocking it nice.
Susan Munger found bicentennial fabric made in 1976. Wow. I used to watch a lot of Johnny Carson. I don't watch as much as I need to get back into watching that. But in 1976, they would celebrate New Year's every year. And when the year started, they were already tired of the bicentennial because people were talking about it so much.
Mm.
I
We
love
didn't
staying
really
up.
have, yeah.
What's that?
No, we didn't really have, like you were just saying bicentennial. It's just like we don't celebrate things like we used to, like the country and all that stuff. I don't
My
feel.
town does. They still have the Boy Scouts marching with the soldiers. They still have the flag team marching down the street.
Mhm.
There's a mullet competition. I can't stand the mullet. It drives me nuts when I see guys with it nowadays. So ugly. And then half of them have a stash too. Okay. Okay. So this is your friendly Uncle Sewing with an intervention. If you can't chop a tree down with an axe, I don't think you should be able to wear a mustache. If you can't change a tire with the tire rod, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's here too. Everyone rocks the mustache here too. It
Hmm.
reminds me of like a bad 1970s movie. Are you a mustache fan, Jess?
It all depends on who it is. So if it looks good on you or not, like some men don't look good in mustaches, my own personal opinion, but it all depends on the style of mustache and all that stuff, and if they wear it well, and if they have the personality for it. I love when some guy comes in like not really like I'll be going through Walmart or I'll just go be shopping and stuff like that, and the guy has like the big thick handlebar mustache, with the ability to push it on through too. So I
You
love
mean like
that.
the handlebar with the
With the
twirls
curl,
up? Okay.
my grandfather had that, and he had wax, and he'd always tell us when we were little, "Oh, I use my ear wax and I twist it," and we're like, "Ew, Grandpa, you're gross."
Earwax?
He would say that to us all the time.
Oh,
I think he just
silly
wanted to
grandpa.
see our faces.
I don't know. I
What do
think
you?
I would prefer more of a goatee than just the mustache, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm more of a goatee person
More
too.
of a goatee than just the stash, yeah, or nothing, or smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like a
We have
goatee.
logging competitions. I actually went to one that was sponsored by ESPN in Washington. I had the time of my life. Logging competitions are they had hot dogs and nachos because they know their audience. Those guys never retire. The guys here in Wisconsin grow lovely beards and say very proud of them. In winter, they add knit caps and look like gnomes. Is that gnomes?
Yeah, I think yeah, gnomes. Gnomes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Snidely Whiplash. Absolutely. You know what it is?
Oh.
Even with my son, he is 16 and has a full beard. I've offered him money to shave it, and he refuses. So today, because I don't sleep, I went to the swap meet. And the swap meet I go to, it's getting pretty dried up. It's not necessarily geared towards people like a lot of the small vendors have disappeared. What I called the junk vendors, those were the fun vendors where I bought a leather hockey gloves for $5 because the guy didn't know what he had. And quite honestly, they should be in a museum because they're like over 60 years old.
Oh, you bought those? Did you buy hockey gloves today, or?
No, I'm
Well,
just saying as an example, the quality has really disappeared. But I did buy tweed. And I am a collector of jerseys, and not every single jersey that I own was did I pay full price for. Like this. This is a $300 or $400 jersey, and I paid $40 for it at a antique shop. So when I show you this, I'm gonna say I paid $5 for this.
stop.
What? Awesome.
That is amazing.
So
What's-
I'm gonna be wearing. I have to wash it, and it's gonna test my skills. I pride myself on being able to get any stain out of anything.
Oh, you
I'm
just
actually
don't carry jersey.
I'm actually internationally known, and because if anyone was here last year for my baseball hat obsession, I have a Reds hat.
Is that the roster on the shirt?
It's his stats.
People that were on it.
No, it's like all of his stats.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Oh,
This was probably supposed to be a wall hanger, but it was at the swap meet, and I'm gonna wear this because
I love that.
I love lazy clothes like overalls, coveralls, jerseys. That actually needs to go in a washed pile. Okay, so I would be lost without Twinny McTwin. Recently, she introduced me into carts and not having to lug everything around like a boxcar hobo. This is my whoop! I just ran over my foot. This is my cart. My cart tweet. And the funny thing is, the lockers usually drive overweight. The funny thing is, all the tweet I purchased today fit perfectly in there. I'm just making sure.
But did you find it simpler with the cart?
Well, I didn't feel like I was gonna pass out when I was in my car.
Did you put all your water bottles? There's water bottle things in the front, isn't there?
Oh no, I drink water before and after. It was just I went there at 7:00 in the morning and it was already like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's gonna be a hot day. And because I have no hair, I sweat profusely. So I purchased more of I got some of the tweet I'm gonna show you is stuff that I already have. But I got this. This is green and blue. I don't know if the colors necessarily translate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that.
But it is it's tweed.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that
And
going to be jackets?
I haven't decided. I'm trying to make more outfits. And I need to get back into I got stuck in making jackets because that's all people watch. Because anytime I put anything else out, no one watches anything. And it's really weird. Like I'll put a jacket out and I'll get a ton of views. I put a pair of pants out and people are like, So I try to make more complete outfits. I have miles of this chunky tweed.
Oh, I love that.
Any suggestions besides a kilt?
Oh, I'm not
It
gonna
might
no.
be that people. It might not be that people don't watch it. It's just it might not come up in their feed.
I agree.
So
Like even when I post my shorts, I can tell within a half an hour if it's being promoted or not. Because YouTube is funny about promoting and not promoting. This is I don't know. This is beige and blue.
Oh, I want to make a skirt from that. I like that.
I think I have more of this material. In a really odd way, a lot of tweed looks alike, but they'll add one color that'll change everything. So, and I found this isn't as big, and I don't know if this is the exact same material as the North Carolina material, but it's like blue, and I don't know, is that black?
It's
I have
close.
like opera house lighting in the garage. In here, it's not. It's like navy with baby blue.
We can call it North Kakalaki.
Nah.
You Oh, Jean says tight, tight, tight.
Thank you, thank you. Outfits you brought more yardage. Yes, yes, because I like giant pants. And Jean's like tight, no giant pants, tight, tight, tight. I'm, oh, the algorithm is not nice. I'm gonna stop doing a few things because when I post, nothing happens, and then when I post during the day, it'll utterly and completely explode. Only your jackets come up for me. A lot of my old stuff is blocked too because I didn't understand YouTube's term and services. And so I would play music that I like. Like I'm really into the band Faith No More, and they just now got to the point where you can play it on YouTube.
Oh.
So if you hear "You Want It All," that's from 5 years ago, and YouTube's just now playing it. I'm thinking you wear a different jacket every day. I walk around my house with a ball cap and a jacket on, not matching. This is I don't know why I fell in love with green, but we're here.
ooh, ooh,
I have a ton of this.
that is fantastic.
Is it
It's
thick?
the color. It's the color of my wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have this, and then this. I have to make this pants. This is green, but it's more of a there's almost like it's lime and dark green mixed together.
Oh, I see it. The contrast. That's cool.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
So
Did you got that today at the swap meet?
yes. And I keep on saying, "Oh, I found the bottom of the barrel." I feel like I found the bottom of the barrel. I just put on what I want and don't care about what they push. Then it feels like I win the lotto when it gets pushed.
Yes.
I'm in there like a banker. I'm in there like it's not. No, I'm like a producer. I'm like, oh, it's not producing. Get rid of it. You had me at green.
Hey, buddy. Okay, this
Okay.
is my cat. His name is Buddy.
Oh,
He's my
that's
cat.
you
This
said
is my
buddy.
kitty. Yeah.
Look at
His
those-
name is Buddy. He's incredible. He's like I went down. Okay. Not my
Yeah.
idea.
He's
Not
like
my
starting
idea.
this off for me.
You're famous now. You're on YouTube. Everyone's gonna be like that cat. I mean,
Yeah. I really want to
I'm assuming you made the hoodie with the front pocket in your Saturday video.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's the same one I'm thinking of, I was in my Bret Hart phase. In the late 80s, early 90s, I was obsessed with WWF. And I was making Hart Foundation clothing. This is I have a blue version of this. So when I saw this, it kind of tripped me out. But I have a navy version of this.
Yeah, navy and aqua. I love that jacket that you made.
Is
No,
that a chenille?
I don't know what that is.
From here, it looks like it could be a chenille.
Oh, nice.
Is it fuzzy?
On the back, it is.
Okay.
Well, it's like this is interwoven tweed, so I guess it's fuzzy. But on the back, you know, the back is much more fuzzier than the front.
That's cool though. I love that design in the blue too.
And this, I finally have found something that isn't a plain color or something that I have never worked with this before.
Oh, that is different. Oh,
Wow.
nice.
This is definitely 1980s office drape style
Yeah, I could see
or
that.
90s.
Is it heavier like a duck?
It is all of like most of this material is heavy because it's interwoven. And so a lot of this stuff is ridiculously heavy. That's why I have a cart. Like I come back from the swap meet and I'm like, oh, that cat needs its own channel. Cynthia is demanding that your cat has its own channel.
All right, Cynthia. Then I think Benjamin needs his own channel too, and you can do shorts. The life of Benjamin.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit and start a animal channel. I'm gonna start with a fish because I'm
Yeah.
scared of commitment. What kind of things do you do on your channel? Oh, Tasha's amazing, and she just opened up a store.
Yeah. Tasha does a lot of things on her channel. She does challenges, like she'll challenge herself to sew for 15 minutes, you know, each day, each month. She has these amazing quilt patterns that she came. She's my curvy girl. She serves a little on the curvy side, but she's amazing. You would just love to watch her. She's a quilter.
Oh man. I gotta organize my tweed.
See, us quilters, we keep everyone warm.
I mostly gab about quilting and fabric. So, Melissa, what would you say is your like me? I would, if anyone asked me what my classification was, I guess I would say I'm a garment sewer. What would you like? Do you have all the skills? I'm just now getting into quilting.
My primary love is quilting. But I started sewing 27 years ago, something like
Awesome.
that. So I've made a lot of clothes. I've done upholstery. Yeah. I do some alterations when people, and I get the weirdest requests from people like, hey, can you make this bigger? And I love that challenge of yeah, so but I also do a lot of knitting. So I'm hoping to make, you know, my channel as interesting as possible. And I've had a couple of friends ask me for a couple of years, like, hey Melissa, you should start a channel. Because you're weird. And I'm like,
Well, you're in the right place.
And I was working for the last 6 years, I was working as a caregiver, and that job has come to an end. So I'm not working as much now. I have more time. And then my kids are grown. They're empty nesters. And I didn't want to start something and not feel like I couldn't do it with excellence.
Yeah.
So I'm, you know, like I want to commit if I'm going to start something, I want to do it with excellence and give it my very best and not feel as though it's a burden. So I
Mhm.
think that everything fell into place, that now's the time to start. Now that my kids are grown and I'm not working as much.
That's one of the reasons I started my channel, because my son went and got a life. And I'm like, what do I do now? You know, when they reach that like 11, 12, they want to start doing their own thing, you know?
We do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's like right around the times when I started my channel, because I was like, oh, I have all this time on my hands all of a sudden.
Mhm.
And people would love to hear about your off the grid stuff too.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the other thing that's unusual is I literally do live in the wilderness. Um, I had a bear walk through my backyard. Not, and I know some there are bear other places, but we have a lot of coyote, we have a lot of elk. We have
Oh,
I was driving home one day and a mountain lion crossed my path and I'm like, that should be in a zoo.
I tell people all the time, because we have them here,
Hmm.
you don't realize how big they are. They're the size of us.
Oh, they're bigger. They can be like 300. They can grow up to mountain lion, cougar, whatever you want to call them. They could be 300 pounds.
They're huge. They're
They're
scary. I've
enormous.
seen one face to face. That's another thing that is on the I'm not gonna run up on it list.
nope.
Yep. And I know there's these animals live other places too. Um, but we also have rattlesnake, which are not my favorite. But if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Absolutely.
But we
Absolutely.
do not have scorpions. So yeah.
Really? Do you know
Isn't you?
when I think of your area, I think of scorpions. We get them
Mm-mm.
here.
I don't have scorpions. I think we're too high in elevation. I think they like it a little hotter, a little lower.
Interesting. I sewed when I was young, then took a 50-year hiatus. When I retired and was alone, I started quilting. I'm just now getting into quilting, Mary, like just now getting into it. Just a small break. You live in New Mexico, right?
Hmm. New Mexico, northern northwest. Yep, and then these are the on my channel. I'm making this quilt from start to finish. The pinwheel. Let me find one that's more contrast. I apologize, my lighting's not very good in here. I think I'll probably get up here in a moment and turn
Oh,
on
no
the light.
worries. You're doing great.
Oh, here's one that's better contrast.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
get the idea of what I'm working on.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah, it's coming together really well. So I'm piecing the blocks together. That's what I'm showing right now. And then coming up, I'll give you a
Hold
sneak
on, I have
peek.
to show the people.
Yeah.
Look what grandma. Look at grandma hanging out with the popcorn coming through clutch. No,
That's amazing.
thank you. I love you.
Yeah, so then
No good.
one of the other things that I'm going to be showing very soon, um that I have made in the past that people really 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 love, and I've sold them at like craft fairs and they sell out super fast, but I want to give the pattern away. So coming up very soon, I'm going to do a pattern where I take a shirt, cut it up into pieces and sew it back into an apron.
Oh,
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's like one of my I've made them at and sold them at craft fairs, and they just go, which is great.
that's
I'm like,
amazing.
why don't yeah. So anyway, I want to share the pattern on how to do that.
Everyone loves it. That is as absolutely beautiful. If you see a mountain lion or a wolf, it wanted you to see them. The only time we really see them is when they're injured, and that's when they're at their worst. Because we get lots of fires here. And
I
it's
know
always in
about raccoons and things. Like you shouldn't ever see the raccoons or possums or anything like skunks during the day. And if you do, there's something wrong. It's a steer away.
Mhm.
possums are the worst. Possums are sad when you see them out during the day because you know they're injured.
Yeah. Poor guy. I was trying to figure out for work at like 5:30 this morning, and there's an empty lot in front of me when I'm pulling out of my place right here. and there was a car, and I couldn't figure out if it was a possum or if it was a gray cat underneath that car. And I stared at it and stared at it, and I was like, I don't have time for this. And I'm hoping it was a cat and not a possum. So, ugh, it's the possums.
I love the idea. I want to see one of your shirt aprons. Hey, EPL teaser, how's it going?
My BL teaser.
I've been
Welcome
wondering
in.
what I can do with my dad's cotton shirt that came to me when he passed away. You could frame it. I framed a shirt of flannel that my dad wore every day. My mom threw it in the trash. He went in the trash and got it out. He waited for her to walk away and then hid it at work. I framed that shirt.
I've done that. I've done that where people ask me to, like one of my friend's father passed away, and she gave me some shirts to turn into aprons as Christmas gifts.
Oh, yeah. I've made pillows, memory pillows out of old shirts, because it's really a simple.
Mhm.
You just cut a square out and put a pillow in it, but it's just something that it's just memorable.
Do you know what I think was an amazing idea? Years ago, Skits made a stuffed animal out of clothes that were memorable to him. And I think that is something that, that's just something that you'd keep forever, I've always thought that was a great idea. Just had a report of UFOs over our area, but nothing showed up on radar. Uh-oh.
Unidentified flying objects. Are you sure they're not quilts flying through the air or projects?
Do you think other civilizations, do you think they care about fashion like us? Would they have like sewing?
That's something definitely to ponder.
I really hate possums. They look like a really big rat with a tail. I realize they have a purpose though. Okay, possums are a part of the circle of life because they literally are the reason why we do not have Lyme's disease as a mass.
Should I lift one up in the air? The circle of life.
No, they're gross. They eat ticks and mites and all the things that we can't see, but they keep the diseases down.
Exactly. They have a lower body temperature so they can handle all of that. Like they eat all the ticks and all the little things that we don't want around us. And even oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Almost cute. They're almost cute. Almost.
But
if they didn't have that tail, they would be cute.
They look like giant rats.
They do.
They do. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend, but the possums, I don't know. I have a weird love-hate with possums because I have raccoons and possums aren't violent. Raccoons are violent.
And they're not scared of carry its children.
What's that?
I want to see a possum carry its children. I've never seen it.
I've seen that. They throw pills with late brothers button-up shirt. I love that idea.
Absolutely. Sorry, my dogs are barking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know how to turn my video off, so I'm just gonna wander off. And I'm just gonna very gracefully wander off and very gracefully wander back. Okay.
No worries.
I made memory bears for customers. See?
Yeah.
I welcome them, Cynthia. Absolutely. Aliens, I volunteers tribute. Oh, I was gonna say, Jennifer.
I get Tasha's collection of fabric. If she goes, I get the collection of fabric.
If Jennifer, if you ever want to see a cute possum, look up Australian possums. They look like cartoon characters.
You guys, little bears. They look like little teddy bears.
That's why every time I would tell someone from Australia, look up an American possum, they would be like, "What is that? What is that thing?" Our possums look crazy. Our possums look like they're on that mugshot paper. When I lived in Oregon, they would sell papers of people who got arrested. It was like all the mugshots of all the people. She did that so gracefully.
And here she is.
Absolutely. It's yours, Jess.
Thank you. Melissa, do you have a MacBook or a Dell or Lenovo? What machine do you have?
What kind of
Is it
you
a
mean okay, repeat that?
is it a laptop or a
I
desktop?
have I have a laptop.
If you
What I'm on right now is my phone.
okay,
Oh,
yeah. If you're on your computer, you press V and it'll. Hold on, I'll press V. So if I press V, it goes away, and I press.
Yeah.
So
That's
M and D mute you. Yeah. So I don't know how to do it on a phone, unfortunately. But, yeah.
all right. I got to start. Eventually, I'm going to finish my project. Is there such thing as overload of Sojo? I feel like I've been shot out of a cannon and I've just landed and I'm like, I don't feel like sewing. I go
No.
through spurts where like I'll sew every day for 2 weeks and I'm like, I don't even feel like going in my garage today.
We
See,
all go.
Raven Googled Australian possum.
Googling.
They're very different compared to the American possum.
Oh, I remember the first time you told me to Google it, and I was just like, no way. No way.
Yeah, they look like teddy bears. And I'm sure it hurts just as much when they bite you.
I ain't going that close to it. Percy can stay away. Percy the possum.
You already named it. You already named the possum,
Percy.
huh?
Yeah, when I lived at my old house, and before we had a fence around our backyard, a possum and a raccoon used to come up onto our patio. A raccoon, I can't tell you how many times I've walked out, turned on the lights to feed the cats in the morning, and there's a raccoon sleeping with the cats. So it would not surprise me. And so his name was Rocky. So because they all have to have names in my brain because I got to talk to them. And then Percy would come up and hang out and eat the cat food too. So yeah, I'm a namer. Everything gets named except for things that aren't alive. Like all my machines, they don't have names.
Really?
I think
It's just the Genome or the long arm. I don't have names for them.
Yikes. I think my computer is on a slow death. It keeps shutting down. I just recently bought a new computer and it was drama. And it doesn't even work. I'm sitting on my old computer in the living room.
I saw some really good refurbished ones on Amazon, Donnie. So you can go on Amazon and look for like refurbished like Macs or Lenovo's and stuff, and they come with a little bit of discount, and it might just be an open box and they just returned it because they didn't want it. So, and it's not even a year old.
I overdosed on Kimber Bell today.
Oh, Kimberbell. Yeah.
Not super different, but cuter. I finished a jelly roll race and got a border on it. Got to use up some leftover batting to put a pretty backing on it tomorrow. Awesome.
I love that, Mary.
Possums will kill a chicken and only eat the head. I would be mad.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
You know, I've never been around I've never seen a possum around a chicken. Okay, Raven, you say that. And people do have depouched skunks.
They do.
It's a thing. But I have to find that video where the skunk walked up on me.
Ooh, which short was that?
I
Was
can't
that right
remember.
back from vacation?
I can't remember because I went looking last night and I couldn't find it.
Okay. Oh.
Whatever that skunk, my neighborhood skunk sniffed me and was like, "Okay, he's from here," and didn't spray me.
Did you send me the video part of it?
I did, but we sent a lot of stuff back and forth.
You do.
Because I tried to look last night and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. We're knee deep in everything.
I've been face to face with a possum once, scared me to death, even though there was a glass door.
Hmm. I had that once too, where a possum came on my front porch, and I looked out and I saw it, and we were just, ah, it gave me the heebies. They're kind of they're kind of beady eyed, and when they look
Yes.
at you, they like I don't know if it wanted to kill me or if it was afraid of me. I couldn't tell.
But I've always had dogs. This is the first time I haven't had a dog in my backyard in a very long time. Possums will play dead. So usually I'll find a possum and I'm like, "Are you alive or dead?" It opens its eyes. I can in my state. They're brats. One saw I believe that's my dad and ran up to him on purpose a few years ago. Yikes. Maybe I have nice possums around here. Raccoons are evil. They have a gang. They walk around with switchblades. They don't put the cart back at the grocery store. Raccoons are awful.
Yeah. See, but raccoons are cute.
All in their
Like I
all.
like I tell my son, you can't compliment the enemy. We have one in my neighborhood that has a round head like a bear, and everyone takes pictures of it.
Oh, where's my raccoon?
It's almost like it got a haircut. It looks different than all the other raccoons. However, its hair grows. It looks like a mini bear.
Where's my Rocky?
See, that's so cute. Oh.
Sprayed him.
Fence. Yeah, he just looked at me and he would sleep with the cats. So as soon as that light went off, he was in there.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know.
We should live in a
Thankfully,
house.
okay.
Oh, sorry. Go
Thankfully,
ahead.
I have neither raccoons nor possums where I am.
True.
They're the worst. Raccoons are not scared of humans. Everything else that I described, they're scared of humans. I've even stomped my foot at a cougar and it walked away. But there's something about raccoons where they are not scared of humans at all.
Mhm.
I think they feel our fear. Used to live in a house where possums lived under the bathtub. They would make noise playing or fighting. Yikes. We see at least 6 to 7 every summer on our property. They're usually after the chickens. I am not a fan of raccoons in any way, shape, or form.
Hmm.
But it's more of a personal thing. And raccoons, I can't leave sunscreen outside because the raccoons eat it. To the point where even the spray cans, they'll pierce it. And I have a video of one piercing it and licking the can.
Nope.
Sunscreen?
Yes, because my son, he hangs out in our backyard, and so I randomly put sunscreen around my house. I'm like, here, put this on, and ever since he was a little guy, and he still does, but
Mm-mm.
every time the raccoons eat the they eat it every time. They're disgusting. They like sunscreen.
I
They're not
wonder
actually-
what's inside of it that I don't know, the cocoa butter smell. I don't know.
It's that weird coconut thing on they're like literally it's all coconut.
Yeah.
All sunscreen kind of has that weird smell to it, you know. I'll clarify, it was Kimberbell Day. They gave away $10,000 or brother products of several other embroidery machines.
Congratulations on all those who won.
Day to so much info. I didn't win. Gene, don't feel bad. I've never won an online contest ever. And I've entered quite a few. They smell the nachos you had for lunch. Lately, it's been sushi. I've had a really bad sushi kick. It's because now they sell it at grocery stores. And they'll have a sushi guy at the grocery store.
Oh, wow. They have somebody preparing it right there, so it's just not shipped in from somewhere. Oh. Well, legit.
One of the reasons I didn't like going to sushi was because of all like how you had to sit down and do all that. Now I just go to the grocery store and grab it. I didn't win either. I don't think I've entered So Frugal 3 years in a row. Oh man, every contest that that I could make something for myself, I entered and I haven't won anything. There was So Frugal and there was something else. It's been so long. I'm jaded from internet contests. So I'm the Grinch on the hill, like I do not participate.
Oh, and you have
feeling
a Carrie Grinch either.
No, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, I have to show you that one segment where he's booked. I love it. I love it.
I was feeding raccoons in Yosemite. Grant. Not a good idea. They seem tame, but as soon as they get their food, they hiss at me. I'm telling you, they are not scared of humans. It's the only animal I've ever come across. I used to go to the zoo all the time. Even like our mammalian brothers and sisters are kind of scared of us. Chimpanzees, gorillas, they're curious, but they're even kind of scared of us. Raccoons are not scared of us. There's a gibbon farm over by my job, and even gibbons are kind of cautious about humans. Raccoons, we have a saying, like you can't have a koi pond fish in my area. If you do, you might as well just walk up to the raccoons and be like, here, I give this as sacrifice to you.
Do raccoons swim? Do they get in the water like a bear does to grab their fish and stuff?
That is so worth Googling. Do raccoons swim? Yes, they're backstrokers. According to Google, they're excellent swimmers.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and they have those little hands that like those like hands that like our hands. They have these little hands. They would be so much easier to hate if they weren't so cute. Them and chipmunks, because we have a lot of chipmunks. I'm like, you're so cute. I don't want to hate you. They're very distracting.
You so brought up something else. In my town, we have to warn the children because our squirrels are not scared of people. They'll walk up to you. And kids pet them and get bit all the time in my town.
What one?
They're babies. They're like little kids, you know. There's one park I used to avoid because that's where the squirrels live.
But if you would think that if it came up to you that it would be friendly enough to pet, right? I would think that.
Okay,
I would be like Elf. Somebody needs a hug.
Oh, yes, that's my man.
They are the worst.
Who needs a hug?
A raccoon broke into our storage room in a large bag of dog food and left a pile of stinky. See, not a fan. Do you know I call that the forbidden floof? That one pet that you can't pet. That's like when people walk up to buffaloes. They look cuddly. They're the most ornery animal on earth.
Nope.
The only thing I want now are reindeer because they're goofy. They run with all 4 feet in opposite directions. Reindeer are crazy. Yes, I watched a video and I'm like, okay, I like reindeer. You're born goofy.
Reindeer video. Here, run. Oh, and
they look
in New York.
The video I think was from up there. They look oddly happy too.
They're in Santa's village.
I say this all the time. One year, I walked out and I was like, okay, I'm going to get all my grapes tomorrow. I walked out with my bowl and my son looks at me and he's like, there are no grapes here. What did this? I said, there's a raccoons. And he asked me, how do you know? I said, because they have thumbs. Every single grape was cleanly picked off the vine. Every single grape. And they probably sat there for hours, but they got all of them.
Craziness.
That's why if I don't feel like harvesting my grapes, I know they'll go to a good cause, to every animal around here. I've never seen a real chipmunk until I was in Colorado. They're so tiny and cute. We call them fancy rats. They're rats with fur coats. Respect the wildlife. That's why they're called. Absolutely. Around here, we. Oh, go ahead. No, please.
It's good.
Yay! Welcome in, Andrea.
Me too. No, my dad would tell us with the chipmunks that the coloring would be different depending if it's a female or a male. So then I think he just wanted us to take time to explore in the wilderness. And so we would go and try to find the chipmunks as they were harvesting their little nuts and stuff like that because there's acorns everywhere. And just so that we would look for males and females and try to distinguish the difference between them. My dad was so interesting, or is very interesting. Oh, hi, Chris. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, let's get it started.
Do you know this material, that material underneath is actually extremely well put together. I can tell by the thread count it's 10 times thicker than everything else.
Which one are
Welcome
you
in.
tonight?
Well, I'm finishing what I started yesterday. I have this vision, and we'll see what happens when it comes together.
Oh, it's gonna be. I like it. I like the idea. I remember all the fabrics you were using last night. It's gonna look great.
I'm also re-entering my giant hoodie. I'm going back to dressing like a Keebler elf. I love my giant hoodies. And I didn't have as many as I thought I did. I thought I had at least like 20, and I only had like 4 or 5.
Of the hoodies with the jackets.
I need a lot of material for a tweed hood. Like
Oh, yeah.
my long hoods, sometimes I'll use something that isn't tweed but looks like it.
Mhm.
So just by itself, my hood sometimes are 4 feet. And that takes a lot of fabric.
I like it because you just go. I go like this.
I have this weird technique where I walk around my 7-foot table and slowly chop it down.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. Those hoods, if they
What's
hit
that?
somebody right, if those hoods hit somebody right, marketing wise, I think that they're gonna fly right off the shelf and people are gonna love them. So,
Hold on, let me get my Do you have extremely long hair? Do you need a hoodie that goes all the way down to your ankles? Come on down to Old Uncle Sewing's House of Emporium and Crazy Jackets. Well, Emporium of Crazy Jackets.
I think it need like the organ in the background. Come on now.
I love
Get your accordion.
I should get. My husband
right
said
there.
I should get my accordion. Okay, do it. You
It's
get
right
down.
behind
Get
her.
down.
My
Peaches.
fantasy is to someday have a tartan skirt or jacket.
Oh, I love that.
Tartan is, it really depends, but they sell that stuff everywhere here, but it's like really imitation. Has mom been shopping at your place? She's hanging out because she's tearing apart my son's room, and she made popcorn, and it's making me want popcorn now. It's making me just absolutely crave popcorn.
Oh, I love some popcorn.
Oh, the Dodgers game is postponed.
Oh, they're
There's
playing.
rain in the Bronx.
Mhm.
Last
Yeah.
night it was amazing. That game was awesome last night, only because my team won.
From
Do
Muncie,
you
right?
have any? Yeah, Muncie hit a home run. Melissa, do you have any other instruments besides accordion? Like I have everything that is loud and obnoxious.
I have a guitar, a bass guitar, and a keyboard, and a djembe.
Is that a
The
horn?
djembe is a hand drum, like like the thing that you bring to a drum circle.
That you made that
Like a
bag
hand-
for.
Yeah,
Okay.
Awesome.
yeah. Yeah, it's a hand drum.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah,
I play a mean cowbell.
you play cowboy. Okay.
I've been practicing because I have a video that we're going to be remaking. And she plays the cowbell.
What was that? Bruce Dickerson. Is that what it was? When I
In,
put on my pants, I make old records. What was his name? Will,
Oh, I can't remember now.
what was that guy? What the name? The Will Ferrell SNL more cowbell skit. But what was the name of the guy who was the producer?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah.
I can see it though.
Christopher Walken was the original.
Christopher Walken played the part. Yeah. Blue Oyster Cult.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I ordered some popcorn today and have to wait until Monday. Oh, they're postponing the game because of the smoke.
In Canada? Oh, it must
Dude,
be bad.
the sky's black. Like it's slowly washing down the United States. It eventually is going to hit you, I think.
Me?
I can play the radio really well. I have a banjo. I inherited like 19 acoustic guitars. I owned one. And now I have odd instruments. I have a oh, it has completely left my brain. An auto harp.
Yeah.
Jess saw one when we were out in the wild and she's like, "Oh, look at that." And I was like, "I own one of those." So don't worry about it. I got one at the house.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wow. So the wildfire smoke, that's what it looks like in I don't know if you can see where New York State is.
Wow.
That's where it's coming from. So
Yeah, it's bad.
yeah. I'm feeling it. It's not really up where my mom is because my mom lives all the way up in the corner. Like I'm 20 minutes from the border when I go home. But that's bad.
I saw a video last night of the New York National Guard handing out masks. When the army's handing out masks, it's bad. It's bad. The sky is spiked here at all times. Like even today when I was walking around this morning, it kind of low-key smelled like smoke. But that's just because of all the fires and everything we've had.
And you were out in the middle, like right at the beginning of the day. So do you guys have like dew points where like the moisture in the air will like help clear the smoke and stuff?
It's only early in the morning because it goes from like 60 degrees to 80 instantly.
Oh, okay.
Wow, my hubby has a guitar store. People ask if I play. Nope. Do you know, do you say you have a fiddle, Melissa?
Nope.
Did you say you had a mandolin?
Nope.
Okay, maybe I misheard. That I used to play the violin as a kid, so that is on my list to find a fiddle.
Is it just the strings that's the difference between a fiddle and a violin? Because there's a fiddle, a violin, and a viola, and I know the violin and the viola just have different strings set up on it.
Different.
The same with the fiddle.
Size. A violin and a viola are different sizes, and a violin and a fiddle are the same thing. It's just how you play it.
Yeah. I used to hang out at the Guitar Center, and every once in a while, someone would walk in there and pick up a mandolin, and you're like, "Uh-oh," and they would just start ripping on that thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I would pick it up and play Bach because that's all I know, or like stuff I learned when I was 9 years old.
But William, isn't the tuning for a mando and a violin the same? Like
Yes.
the tuning is the same,
Yeah,
Okay.
and the frets are the same.
Okay.
I'll trade a fiddle for your guitar.
I played the violin and my twin played the viola. So we always played off of each other for like 3 years before she finally quit. She didn't want to do it anymore. But
I found sports. None of the cool kids were playing the violin, so I went and played baseball.
we switched schools and they didn't have an orchestra. So then we went to sports and never looked back. Yeah. That's a thing.
It is different streaming in a comfy chair. It is. It is. Like I could just lean back. It is so different than being in my stuffy. The funny thing is, I absolutely love my sewing space, but this time of year, it's like 100 degrees in there. And the older I get, I cannot hang with the hot with how hot it is. Okay, now I want to hear you play a fiddle and yodel while skating. I'm classically trained. It drove me insane. I absolutely my father was my hero in a lot of ways, and he was the kind of person. He picked up a fiddle and started playing. Devil Went Down to Georgia. He'd be like, "I'm gonna play Flat and Scruggs and E minor." The man never had a lesson in his life. Me, I went and got lessons. I came back a month later. I said, "Okay, I know how to play now." Mozart it's a violin. Cotton Eye Joe. It's a fiddle. Absolutely. Oh no. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe.
I can do the line dance for Cotton Eye Joe.
I don't know. I would be too busy. I would be too scared to drop. Like this one is a perfect example. This I used to say it was a paycheck, but this was like $500. Just this one. My Fender one is double, if not triple that price.
Yeah.
So I would cry if I dropped and especially this because of Alibaba. I now know that my Dean is rare now. And this was like a bottom of the line 6-string banjo.
Hi Diego, how are you?
How's it going, Diego? Welcome in.
Have you found that sewing machine yet, Diego? Asking for a friend.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Email's always open. Only difference. Oh, okay. But BLTs are the only difference is the strings. Strings. Let me say that right. BLTs are you Southern? The strings.
Oh, I have a 4-string banjo, and that thing's a banjo. That is the braying cat that will drive everybody out of the room. I have weird memes in my phone from years ago, and one of my favorite memes is a cat's playing the banjo, and a wife looks at her husband. She's like, "The cat has to go." No, not too many people are fans of banjos unless they're really into bluegrass. Hey, Kilroy.
Hi, Kilroy.
So, William, what do you call perfect pitch?
Oh, I learned to play from someone who was tone deaf, so it depends like on the instrument. But I try to do everything in like G or E. It just depends.
My friend Mike would say it's when you throw the accordion in the dumpster and it lands on a banjo.
I'm telling you, no one likes a banjo. No one.
Yes.
Do you know how many people have been like you on a banjo? Burn it.
Yeah.
Burn it. Nobody likes my banjo.
People feel the same way about an accordion, I tell you. They feel the same way.
I want one
It's
so bad. That's the
it's
one
subtle.
thing.
It's
Oh, go
subtle
ahead.
like a freight train.
Yeah,
There's no playing it subtly. It's just loud.
exactly. A banjo is the only instrument. Is the only instrument I've ever owned that didn't need an amplifier. You could go anywhere with your banjo and you have an instant concert. Those things yell. It doesn't want to be found. All right, let me go get. I'm gonna go bring Jess out from behind the TV and get the thermometer out.
I think they left me here alone. Hello, everyone.
So
Good,
it's
Jess is back.
Oh no, I'm right here. I'm right
I was
here.
going to start singing.
Let's do it. What do you want to
Jess
say?
is off screen. William's off screen. I'll start singing.
Jesse's good.
Yay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. I like to hear a banjo. I love bluegrass music in general, but I come from a different time. It doesn't feel as hot in here. Oh, buddy, I'm glad you still hang out. I'm glad that you still hang out, Jess. Big head. Go, Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
She still needs a jacket. She needs a jacket. She's cold.
I'm gonna give her a stick body. It is only 91 degrees in here.
With 50% humidity. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
That's not bad because you were almost in the 100 yesterday when we were streaming. You have all your lights on?
No, I only have my overhead and my interrogation light.
Yes.
Looks like you're.
What were you doing September 11th, 2015? Where were you? What were you doing? The candy store was being robbed.
Oh, do I have a rotary cutter? This is the problem about. Oh, okay, I do. This is the problem about like everything that I sew with is in that room. Then I have to drag everything in this room, and I forget, and I make 50 trips back and forth. If I'm ever king or queen, my first reading will be that every banjo in the world will be founded for her.
Okay, are we going back to Rumpelstiltskin with the spinning wheel? I don't know, like Sleeping Beauty. Sounds like a Disney movie.
Music stores can keep them in stock. When the movie Old Brother were out there, okay, I won't even sit up here in front. I still have their soundtrack. I still have that CD. What kind of fabric would you use if you were going to fix the fabric that covers your couch's inner workings? Okay. Is it a rip, tear, or break? Like, is the wood broken underneath it, or is it just the fabric? I may be a professional at this. That and super gluing vases back together. I grew up in an era where if you broke a vase, your parents would break you.
Opa.
There's a vase in my mom's house right now that is still super glued.
Oh my God.
Use some of William's tweed. I love Where Out Thou. It's one of those tongue twisters for someone like me.
CD2. Interesting.
The ballad doesn't work without a banjo. There is nothing funnier than when I see someone new in the neighborhood. They're walking their dog and they hear ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. And you could see the color drain from their face. They're like, "Oh no, I've seen Deliverance," and they start running out. Oh, we. I feel sorry for my new neighbors.
Do you ever just hear your name out of the blue? Like there's no one around, but you just hear your name being called. I know that's
Well,
weird, and like this is totally
No.
off topic.
No, yes and no. But if you're talking about my neighbors, I know they talk about me.
Yeah. Well, I was at the store today and I was all by myself and I just kept hearing Jessica, Jessica. And I'm like, interesting. I just think I was playing tricks with myself because I was trying to rush to opening certain places. But I don't know.
I'll stop every time someone's yelling at their child named William. I'll stop. This happened at Walmart like a month or two ago. Someone was like, "William," and she laughed her face off because I stopped dead in my tracks.
Yeah,
It's
if
not
I
the word.
hear my girls' names or my name, I stop and I listen. Or if I hear mom, I'm like, oh well.
Andrea, if you have the cover off, that's even easier to fix. Because then you can put it on a flat surface, patch it from underneath. Because if it's on the couch, then you have to use a loop or just a half moon hook to get it in there. But if the cushion's off, you can sit down and just sew it. I would add a funky patch. I would like add the opposite color to the couch.
Oh, some contrast would be really cool. Yeah.
You totally reminded me. I need to make I was gonna buy couch covers. Do you know how much money they want for couch covers? For a small love seat, at least in the state of California, they wanted $90.
Nope. And it's made of your
That
that
weird
stretchy
like
fabric.
that
Yeah.
stretchy stuff.
90 for this with the stretchy stuff? No.
And I get it for free when I buy tweed. I have miles of that stuff. They literally, I don't know what to do with it, and I can't store it. Like how everything is stored right there, because of the fact that it's wool, it stays in place. All the slick stuff just creates a fabric avalanche.
Mm.
Yeah. What my mom would do, she would take an oversized quilt and put it on your couch and just cover your couch with the quilt. So
I did that almost with my chairs. Do you
yeah.
know, Andrew, when I was a kid, I used to get sleep paralysis. So I know that feeling of jerking awake and being scared.
Mm.
I wonder why that went away. I used to get it all the time. Maybe it's my insomnia.
Do you have a stapler? Could you pull it taut enough to staple it again or
Oh, let me go get the chair.
Also, if you need a really small piece, I have a bunch of upholstery fabric samples. Because if you go to stores that sell upholstery fabric, I'll go in and ask if they have any discontinued sample books.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised, sometimes they do. And they rather than throw them away, they'll give them to people like us for free.
I need to do that with I bet they have that at Lowe's because you can order curtains and different things like that from the store. I'll have to look
So
into it.
I know this is going to be a shock to no one, but I do what Melissa does with carpet pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I have the most random carpet pieces, and I use them for like drawers, or like if I want to put my camera in a drawer or something, I will literally cut the carpet into the shape of the drawer.
That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even when they put this carpet in, the guy was like, "What do you want to do with the extra?" I was like, "I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a recycler."
Mm-hmm. Because you're never going to get the refund off of it. They're just going to use it for some other job to like revamp it or something that they have. So
Yes, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
No, because some of the fabric is ripped in half. It's a big L-shaped couch.
Oh, okay.
You can always manufacture something. You just gotta like this. Oh, I wish I still had my other chair, but I upholstered these, and these were I bought these for like $5 each at Big Lots. And one by one, the material it was just really cheap material. But all I did was wrap it and then staple it.
Yeah.
Even with the back was more complicated because I had to sew it as one piece around it.
Oh, because that's the part that people see. Absolutely. Yeah. Like
But this
my board right there, that's wrapped, and I have to I stapled it. I need to make a new cover for it.
this was my rookie attempt. Like looking at it now, I would have approached it a little bit different, but like I always say, ignorance is bliss. What I was less scared to take on a project when I didn't know what I was doing. Now that I have the know-how, I overthink it. Wow, replace the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Is the thinnest fabric ever. They do that on purpose because they know you can't find them. I can tell you what part of the world certain fabrics are depending on what they look like. It's sad. Without even looking at the label. I was wondering what fabric would be good to use that would be strong, but also cost me the amount of the couch. Tweed. There has to be some crazy guy like where I live that sells tweed for pennies on the dollar.
Oh yeah, there has to be an upholstery discount store around you somewhere.
Like even today, the kid was like, "Oh, all of this is $30." I gave him 40, and I was like, "Don't be modest, don't be humble. Just take the extra $10." Because he likes me, so he gives me price breaks, but he doesn't realize he's giving me tweed for literally pennies on the dollar.
So he was back today from his vacation?
Yes, I was happy to see my friend.
I meant to ask you earlier when you sent the picture of the cart. Yeah.
No, they weren't. Hey, Ollie. None of the vendors were happy because it was 90 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. So they were like, it's going to be a miserable day today.
Yeah.
I'll just have to go to the fabric store and see what I can find. The clearance aisle is my friend. That's actually the first place I go.
Yes, I agree.
Especially at Hobby. Whenever I go to Hobby Lobby, it seemed like they had the same fabric on sale at all time.
I know that they have a clearance bin.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think that upholstery fabric is opposite of Fabric Week, and this was Fabric Week. I never see upholstery on discount the same week as fabric, and I only go in during Fabric Week, but so I'm not 100% sure if, yeah.
Hey, Ollie. Oh, next week I'm going to come up with an accordion. I still want one now. Every time I see one, what's the average price for an accordion?
Oh gosh, I don't know if you could have an average. It depends on how cool it is, right?
Yeah.
No electric.
Because like where I live, we have a lot of mariachi bands. So it's not rare to see one in a pawn shop or see one at a thrift store. But I don't know if... Oh, sorry.
I got mine in 2020. It's a teenage size, and it's a full 3-octave, but it has the full 120 buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's an off-brand, so it's not like the cool Honer, like the ones that are really desirable.
Yeah.
But it's really it's made by Colombo, so it's a good brand. And I think I paid like $250 for it. And that was in 2020. So I don't know if but that was also in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the market is near you.
People are insane. Where I live, people are insane. They think we're all rich, and they come with these absorbent prices. Like I've seen accordions for $1,000 used.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing mine is probably from the 70s.
Oh, awesome.
I wonder how much that one was at the biggest antique mall of America, whatever the one that we found the jerseys in, because they had one in a booth. I wonder how much that was. I should have looked.
In my
And-
mind, though, they're like expensive. I'm down for a crazy purchase, but if I'm spending like seven or 800 bucks on one thing on vacation, I need to go sit on a couch and talk to somebody. Like, okay, are we making good choices today, William? Just
And
because you
apparently-
can.
Roland makes an electric accordion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but I know they exist.
Yes,
Do
they
you know what?
do.
It's so funny. The second you said Horner, I was like, I own a Horner, but it's it's a mouth organ. It's not anything.
Harmonica.
Yeah, it's not anything
Harmonica?
that's like. Yeah, it's a harmonica.
Okay.
Because I'm
Or a
like,
melodica.
I have all kinds of fancy stuff, but it's like this big. So my Horner is, and I have Fender harmonicas. They're not as fancy as they sound. They're like this weird alloy.
Mhm.
I got them. I got them when I purchased the guitar for free, and they feel kind of cheap because you flick them and it's this weird alloy. But it's cool because they're all in different. They're all keyed in different. They're all in different keys. So good stuff. I only reupholstered my dining room chairs once, and I got the fabric from Joann's Fabrics. Do you know everything I look at from Joann's? I'm like, you're rare now. You are rare because Joann's.
I know. And every time I use any of that fabric, I'm like, I can never get any more of this. I can't get any more of this. It's so sad.
I used to go to downtown Los Angeles a lot, and I don't go to this vendor at all anymore. I haven't gone in years. I called him Modelo Man just because the man would be drinking at 6, at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
But he would give me these insane prices. He was so kind to me. And whenever I find that fabric, I'm like, I hope he's still around, giving really good price breaks to people like me. Like, I hope he's still around.
When I come back over there, I'll have to videotape, and you can walk in and see.
I'm gonna full huffy, like need a wheelchair cry if he's not there though. I will be on one knee, like
I'll bring the cart. You can get in the cart.
That whole area has changed, and I want to remember the jolly man. This man literally snorted when I turned the corner. If you don't act like that, then we can't be friends. He was like, he was so excited to see me. He was like, oh, it's that crazy guy who buys tons of fabric. Just do what Will does and find some discount hotel carpet. Hey, those discount hotel drapes built my channel. People ask me all the time, like, where do you get your fabrics from? And I do not necessarily traditional methods. I go to swap meets, flea markets, the fashion district, places where people wouldn't necessarily venture. And I mean way off of fashion district. That's why I want to go to New York. That's the one Manhattan thing I want to do is experience their fashion district.
I think it would be amazing just to see it.
They have miles of vendors. We used to have that here. It's completely shut down. Our industry does not exist at all anymore. But I think a lot of that is because companies like Disney and Levi cracked down on the bootleg industry. In Melissa, back in the day, you could go to downtown LA, get a fake pair of Levi's for $10. And then you could buy any DVD of any movie. And the movie could have came out last week, but you'd get a video of some guy with a video camera in the in the movie like this. And Disney spent millions and Levi's to crack down on those people.
It's right next to the Empire State Building in Madison Square Garden. We can go to a game.
I'm down. But you have to wear proper colors or people will fight you like in LA.
Well, no, they have hockey there. Like they'll have tournaments and stuff. Or the NCAA, not NCAA, NC Anyway, college stuff. You know.
Yankee Stadium was a house that Babe Ruth built. My so-called life is the house that casino carpet built. I will wear some casino carpet. I think a lot of it comes from my grandmother because she was Depression era. And although she had money, she would recycle anything. She'd be like, oh, drapes, we're not getting rid of this. This is going to be what we're wearing to the, I'm going to be wearing this to the movies. Like my grandma recycled everything.
I really enjoy watching upcycled videos where you go thrifting or you find something in your closet that you don't wear anymore and you turn into something new.
Where's my phone?
So I'm always attracted to those videos going, I wonder if I could do that. Or do I have anything in my wardrobe that I could transform? So, but I do need.
You could wear a Maple Leafs shirt and they would pity you. No fight. I thought the Bruins were the most hated team in the league, and then I meant the Toronto Maple Leafs. Fender just announced they're suing different guitar makers for copying their popular models.
Yeah. Fenders are really, yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm married to a musician, and he was talking about that, and there's like a distinctive shape that lots of guitars have. Is it the Strat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Strat. They're going after everybody who has a shape similar to that. It's like it's a guitar shape, right?
Totally. You can't sue someone over the shape of a sewing
It would be
machine.
It would be like Fiskars suing people for having scissors that are scissor shaped.
Exactly.
Right? It's Fiskars is going to sue everybody who sells scissors that are in the shape of this unique, like this is clearly a Fiskars, right? It's that level of ridiculous.
It's been going on for a while. Fender will lose. Fender lost a case several years ago, and they're trying to do the same thing. If I were to get a Fender, I would only get a custom. See, my thing is, I play this banjo. My Fender banjo is so expensive, I don't even want to touch it. It's one of those things, like, it's so expensive. I'm going to grab, where is it? I think it's in the sauna room. But I'm scared to play it half the time because it's so expensive. That makes a lot of sense though, because I have a $100 Guitar Center acoustic that sounds like a $2,000 acoustic. Just you strum it and you're an instant musician. Fender said patent pending. That's
right, Andrea.
But like Melissa was saying, there's only so many shapes that there is. I say this all the time about a bicycle. If you think about it, like, because people always try to reinvent the bicycle, it's two wheels and a chain and handlebars. That's it, you know. And it's like that with skates, with a sewing machine. They've tried everything, but the standard domestic at-home sewing machine is one design. And no matter how many parts you take away or add, it's still a sewing machine.
Well, since Ollie's here, remember I asked this question yesterday. Because we talked about, have they ever made a sewing machine that is like a mirror of what we have? So it's like, or the majority of the people are right-handed, and if the left-handed people just learn how to sew on these machines. So do they make machines, or did they, Ollie, in the past make like a machine where the throat was on the opposite side, so it's like a mirror image? That's my question. I don't know if I explained that very well.
I forgot about this. I bought this in Vegas, and Jess looked at me like I was crazy. I got this at the bins. This is it's got pins in it. This is someone's grandma's grandma's coat. I made the arms bigger, and I'm going to put a ton of patches on this thing.
Well,
It'll look like Emperor sewing.
Was there patches on it when you got it?
No, it was buttons, and I meticulously cut them off last night. I got weirdly inspired with a long time ago. Somebody tried to make fun of me, and they're like, "You do grandma core," and I was like, "You know what? I really like that." So I call this my grandma core.
You put California on one side, and
Well, these are patches I'm never gonna use.
yeah,
They're just like clogging up my patch box. So I've decided to do something about it. Me and my
okay.
fender. We're talking about fenders.
Rita said, Jessica, you could always go into William's closet and get your own coat. Absolutely, she could. If she had two legs, Rita, she could walk in there. Ollie said they made a left, center, and right hand singer 18 class. I have to look that up. I knew you would know, Ollie, the great and powerful, the great and wonderful Ollie Bobby.
I forget I have these things. This I'm like, it's not that I'm scared to touch it. It's just the price. It's not something that I would replace like instantly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the case came with it. Which one? Oh, this thing is beautiful.
Yeah. Leo Fender didn't patent his Strat before he sold the company, and the new owners tried to.
This is my baby.
It's really pretty. Look at the headstock.
Everything
Gorgeous.
Most of my instruments are, wannabes and remakes, but this thing screams.
Mother of pearl inlay. Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful.
This is the one real Fender that is in this house.
It's a 5-string? That's a 5-string.
Yes.
Have a great night, BL Teaser. I hope you sleep well. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for hanging out, BL Teaser. And I'll spare you the concert.
It's really pretty.
Yes, it is. Good night, Cynthia. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us.
Oh, everybody, thank you for hanging out. That is when I want to do. Matter of fact, I have new neighbors, so I need to go out there with my cutoff shorts and play my banjo in the front yard.
Get a stool, hang out.
A lot of people come and go in my neighborhood, and it is so funny when somebody turns the corner and they see me, they look at me, and I'm like, I know, I've lived here for many of years. Why are you here? We get a lot of dog walkers and a lot of what I call healthy people. You know the type. They're up at 7:30 doing laps around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I would do that too if I wasn't working.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Cynthia. Yay, welcome, Min Mona. Welcome, Min.
Hey, Mona.
Hello, Mona.
Do you fall asleep to the sounds of garbage disposals whirling? Marker down to 0. So, Melissa, years ago, Cynthia put a ham down the garbage disposal and broke it. And that is Cynthia's fame. And no one will ever forget the famous ham incident.
Poor Cynthia.
And I'm making it sound worse than what it was. It was bits and pieces of ham, and it clogged the...
I'll have to tell her she needs to come back at, what time is it? 1:54. She might be already fucked off.
You don't see anyone here doing laps. Rita, man, like I told Jess, I'm too old to run. Someone's coming at me, we're fighting. I'm too old to run. Oh. Yay.
The meat glue that binds us. Alibaba. Oh my goodness, Ollie. You're hilarious. I love it. Oh my.
I need another vacation already. The school year is about to start.
Yep. Yeah, you're about a month out right now.
But
Right?
because I'm not hoarding sewing machines this year, I'm not necessarily running to the Goodwill like I used to. Like when I used to go to the Ventura Goodwill, I would find other things besides sewing machines. I think I honestly purchased over 200 Star Trek books from that place. And I thought I owned them all, and there's like 300 something.
There's quite a few that I've heard because I looked them up when you told me you were interested in those. I had no idea.
So Star Trek books, like original series, next gen, which vein of Star Trek?
Yes. Even Deep Space, all of them, even Deep Space Nine, Voyager. I've read more original series and next gen books, but those are more produced.
Mm-hmm.
And Deep Space Nine, they didn't start making the books until the series was over, because the show. Long story short, they give you answers in their first book, but they have like there's at least 100 just Deep Space Nine books by itself.
Crazy.
I
Do they
love
make
side.
books too?
What's that?
They make comic books too.
They do. I have Doctor Who comic books. I have the Next Generation comic books. But comic books are something that I fell into. I'm not a collector.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
bought the paper rights to a house. It's a very famous story. We found 10,000 comics. I'm not going to pull the box. Well, actually, maybe I can pull the box. And I sold a bunch. I had sold enough to pay for a divorce lawyer, yada, yada, yada. What no one ever tells you when you get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 of something, is that you get stuck with the leftovers.
Oh,
I was never a comic book guy, but if you go to certain corners of my house, there are hundreds of comic books in certain corners because you have to store these things, and I can't store them in a warm place. They have to be stored in a temperature controlled place.
Yeah, controlled environment.
Rita, my pops bought a bicycle, and I told him one more lap around the block, we're going straight to the hospital. But I got stuck with these. Let's see which ones are these. Oh, you know what the funny thing is? And these are worth a lot of money because they're originals. Like that's a real Hulk. But I just once I found out the value, I would only sell them in bulk to people.
It's probably simpler that way.
I don't want to look for a sewing machine, but I do see ones others have found near them. But this is the box that's actually worth money because, and these are in order, so I have to keep my place. But these are all original prints. But again, like I sold a bunch, but people don't want to pay. Like one of these books, they're worth like $300 or $400 each.
What?
No.
Wow.
When I'm older and I have my warehouse, I'm just gonna cover a wall with them. I'm not kidding you. I'm gonna make. I have this vision in my head because I've had these for so long. I'm not selling them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That is great. You left the cover on them untouched. And the ones that I sold, I found full runs of Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't realize the value. Let's just say it paid for a divorce lawyer. It was very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's ironic. I found these, made a ton of money, and gave it to a lawyer. Like, here you go.
Hey, whatever works. Yeah. I understand that.
But that's because I used to buy lockers. I was associated with someone that would buy houses and cars, and that's the downside that no one tells you about flipping is that you're stuck with the stuff.
Mm.
So if you don't sell it, you're stuck with it. And I'm not. My brother is into comic books, but I really wasn't. Make a big wall display behind the glass for them. Exactly.
Mm.
It just has to be somewhere where it won't get flooded or sun will not shine on them. My my son all the time is like, "Can I have $20?" I'm like, "You want $10,000?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's sitting over there. Go put them on eBay. You could have all the money." It's just the work. Have you ever found something like that where you're just like, that's a lot of work for something I'm not into?
Mm. No, I've never come across a project like that before that I had to involve myself in.
If you can't get rid of it, you're stuck with it or donate it. In my storage unit, I have Playboys from 1960 till 1990. Just in my storage unit because they wouldn't sell.
Mm.
So when you get stuff like that, you're stuck with it. And I thought people would buy that stuff. No one bought it.
There has to be a collector out there somewhere. Yeah.
One day when I care enough to resell everything, I will. But if you don't love it, it's a job. It's a chore. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing about selling things is you have to have like the right person looking at the right time.
Yes.
Right? So like the person who would be interested in the magazines that you have in storage might want to buy them now, but they're not listed, and then you list them in a month and then they're not looking. It's
Yep.
kind of like there's a lot of luck involved, I guess. I would guess. Somebody wants them, I'm sure. It's just a matter of finding them.
In the car world, we used to always say you have to find a fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's going to pay $100,000 for a Ford Fairlane? No one. But if you find someone who has wanted that car their whole life, they'll pay that much money,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, there must be groups somewhere, like social groups of some sort, that you can interject yourself into and go, hey, I have all these magazines, or I have these comic books, or I have sewing machines, whatever it may be that you're trying to sell. And would anybody be interested in buying them? So,
Andrea, my son is extremely moral. He is the Lily Munster of my family because we are the Munsters, and my son, he's extremely moral, so he would not accept Playboys if I gave them to him. When I was a manager of an RV park storage facility up in northern Arizona, it amazed me the amount of stuff that people who stopped paying the units would go to auction, then bidding are crazy. I don't miss that world either. Selling goods is the best. Sold trickle, selling over debt. The stuff in my storage unit, no one wants those. The comic books, I get it. It's just too much drama. So if anyone ever sees that I have an eBay account, it's because I used to sell comics. If you see my face, it's me. It really is me.
Is there a store that you could possibly sell on consignment? I mean, just to, I know that you'd pay a percentage, but I'm just wondering if there was.
No, that's a really good idea. I don't know. I like the home runs. Like when you buy it, like one time I was with someone, they bought a storage unit, they opened it up, and there was all this crud in front, and they moved it, and there were 6 Sea-Doos still on the trailer with the keys in them. That was like an instant home run because he sold every single one of those Sea-Doos.
Mm-hmm.
But something like comics just is, you're right. You're giving me, that is the best option I've heard, Melissa, ever.
No, I'm not telling you what to do. I just want to make that clear.
It's actually, it's something that like if someone approached me right now, I would actively seek to get rid of them. You
Mhm.
know, so it's one of those things where in the back of my mind, I'm like, they are always for sale. Andrea's like, I was trying to be funny, William. My son, it's so funny. He is like so moral. And that's a good thing. You want your children to have deep rooted morals, you know.
Yeah, especially with everything they face today is so much different than when we were children. So the world's a different place.
He has conviction. I offered him $100 to shave his mustache. He said no. And recently I offered him $100 to shave. My son has a giant beard. And I offered him $100 and he said no.
Yeah,
So at least he's sticking to his convictions.
he likes
My
it.
parents, I would have come to the front door and there would have been clippers with an extension cord at the front door. My parents would have been like, shave it or don't come in.
Oh,
But I believe in body autonomy. So, you know, if you want to grow a beard, grow a beard.
yeah, I would like even my children. I was like, if they wanted, Emma wanted to dye her hair, like the underside of her hair all red. I was like, why not? It's just hair. It'll grow back. You're not gonna. But it's so thick, though. It took a long time to process it, and that's what I worry about is her hair being ruined. But she loves it. She keeps up with it. So yeah.
I feel the same way.
Oh, go ahead.
It just when my boys were little, I didn't care if they wanted long hair. I'm like, if you want long hair, that's fine, you know. And so I had these floppy headed kids in church, and I had an older lady come up to me and hand me some money. And I'm like, why are you handing me money? And she said, you know, she was trying to be very sweet, but she said, I want your son to get a haircut. She thought that the reason my son didn't get a haircut is because I couldn't afford it. And I'm like, no, no, you know, I just like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's just hair, you know. He can be a floppy headed. He could be floppy headed, and I care more about him being kind
Absolutely.
and having high integrity, being honest, being hardworking. You know,
Yeah.
like these are things I care more about. And the hair will come and go, you know.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was so funny. I just thought it was so funny. Well, clearly you don't have enough money for a haircut.
I completely I did the same thing. My son loved his curls. I was like, all right, keep them as long as you can, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with boys having long hair. My son he had long. Now he misses it because he's like he has my hairline. I used to work for this place called Service Master, Rita, and we would have to go through people's houses after their house was set on fire because we would clean fire damage.
Yeah.
The average person has some stuff in their house that'd make you go, "What? I'm a prude." The average, the average person, you're like, "Wow." I just noticed. What do you have on your arm sleeve?
Oh, this is
My
Melissa.
arm?
Yeah, I
What do I have?
your
You're
tattoo.
asking what I have? Oh, okay. I have a flower, and then I have another flower, and then the sleeve is actually a story. It's
Oh,
a
that's awesome.
story that starts with a staff that turns into a snake, and then there's flies. I love how my fly turned out, and then gnats. As on the elbow, I have a gnat, and frogs, and lightning, thunder, hail, 3 phases of the moon for darkness. Oh, and I have a little Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh,
Part of
that's
the story.
awesome.
That's amazing.
Yep. So, yeah, and then the dead livestock are here. And boils.
Yeah.
It's a story.
That's awesome.
Somebody out there, I'm sure, got it. And a locust, because they're locusts. Yep. It's all connected.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
used to work at a tattoo shop, and I did piercing when I was well, gosh, I was like 19, 20 when I used to do that.
Hmm.
And that was an experience. I worked at 3 different tattoo shops on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's amazing to me how people would come from around the world to get either a piercing or tattoo in Hollywood.
Just to say they did it.
Spoiler: Hollywood isn't the cleanest place on earth. That is cool. That is absolutely cool.
It's not done yet, but I would be far more colorful if it weren't so expensive.
Oh, yeah. I bet that keeps a lot of people from
Yeah.
the color. I bet is yeah. I don't have tattoos, so I don't know anything about that life. But I just know it's expensive to get it done.
It's
Okay.
actually quite painful, and I see it as and here we're gonna make it a Star Trek thing. It's like a Klingon ritual where I prove my strength as a warrior.
Hmm.
You know, in Polynesian, a lot of Polynesian culture, they get tattoos literally with a stick and ink, and it's the same. It's the
Mhm.
idea. It's that very idea of you can't flinch. You have to show how much of a warrior you are. Oh, that's so funny. And yeah, the funny thing is, Rita, I am fully certified for piercing, and I have 0 piercings. I did it for years and years, and I have zero piercings. 6th Street is
Well,
probably a popular tattoo spot.
well, I'm gonna do my Daith next.
Awesome.
At Daith is next. I have my tragus done, and then my eyebrow and my nose.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I used to do all of that. I had a saying above my my booth was when you walked in, it literally said, "I love pain as long as it's not mine." So people would walk in and be like, "I don't know if I need a piercing today." Oh, good times. Good times. My oldest daughter is covered in tattoos. I always say this when Jess and I go in public, people think we're the cops because we're the only 2 people who aren't covered in tattoos. It's huge where I live. Where I live, and it's not rare. It's not rare for people to have face tattoos now.
Hmm.
I noticed that. Or facial piercings where they have the stones on their cheekbones. I
That's
don't
been
know.
around.
I know, but it's new to me because I don't really see a lot of people in North Carolina, but it's really getting a lot more people in North Carolina are starting. I mean, I guess it's just where I am in the world. I'm not saying it was taboo, but people didn't really get a lot of things done around here, and now it's just starting. It's starting to pick up different types of piercings and all of that stuff. I've noticed.
When I
Anyway.
when I lived in Arizona, that was the first state that I lived in where it was legal to do body modifications. So I knew people that had all like I had a friend, she had bolts on the back of her neck.
Why? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and only in Arizona.
I'm a person who
Oh,
has piercings, and there's a lot of things I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like
I used
I
to
personally don't. It's just if you have them, I'm not dissing you. I'm not. But for me personally, I would never do gauges.
yes.
No. Yeah.
That's like not. I mean, just respect. Like that's your thing. Beautiful. You like it. Great. I don't. Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't
try
think I
not I
would.
know this sounds crazy, and I've said this a million times. I constantly ask about cultural appropriation because that's not necessarily a culture that we're in other parts of the world that's normal, but around in our culture it's not.
Yeah.
And it's the upkeep that I don't think people realize, and your ear keeps drooping over time.
Don't
Mhm.
ears grow all the like they're like one of our parts of our body that never stop growing? There's something. There's like two parts of our body that never stop
Your
growing.
nose, and your
Nose?
ears.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really see the gauge any as much as I used to. But like when I lived in Raleigh, I saw a lot of it. Um, and worked, I mean, in Raleigh.
I have 4 piercings in each ear and have not worn earrings for years.
I'm allergic to everything, Rita. So unfortunately, I wish I could pierce my ears, but they would just, as soon as if I want to wear something else, I get infections and stuff. It's just so, can't stand it. So I choose not to have earrings, even though I love them. I just can't have them.
Oh,
And
I gave myself the Tupac and my mom ripped it out. I had a nose ring for like a day.
Oh, I forgot that you told me that. Yeah.
I still have the scar. It's just you can't tell because of my color.
Mhm.
I'll say of the piercings, the nose hurt the worst,
Hmm.
even more than the tragus.
I didn't realize how much cartilage was in my nose when I first pierced
Yeah.
it. I was a child.
Yeah,
Sick.
it really hurt.
I was like, I would not recommend it because I did it by myself in my bathroom as a kid. I never saw the point of tattoos or piercings. I can't. I don't. I see the point. I just don't dog trash. I don't have any, so I won't dog people that do. Because
Yeah.
I truly believe in to each your own. You know.
I mean, it just gives them, it's their personality and what they like, and just it gives a story to us too. So, um,
And in certain cultures, like getting tattoos are a part of their culture.
yeah.
Like we all know, I watch a ton of Australian television. And you know, certain tribes get facial tattoos depending on their age, their marital status, all different types of things, you know.
Yeah, I just like hearing the stories behind them all, so I know like how it means to those people and why they got those certain tattoos. So, like my twin has a tattoo on her foot of daisies and different things like that, and it's about her first baby that didn't that she had a miscarriage, but it's part of that story. So no one would ever know unless they asked her. But it's
With
just
a
so
nose ring, you'd look like El Toro. I wanted to look like Tupac, but I don't do sit-ups. I had piercings in my navel, both nipples, and one ear. The navel was painless. The nipples hurt.
I bet. I bet.
I can't
Back
imagine.
when Grand, that's awesome. You have piercings. I have never seen, whenever I would pierce someone right here, I don't care how tough they are, they would always tear up.
Yeah.
Every single human being I ever pierced teared up. Well, in certain spots. And I will say, if you get a piercing, pinch yourself. Find a spot that you want to get pierced and pinch yourself. And if it doesn't hurt, go get it pierced. If it hurts, think about it. And that's with the tattoo too. I had my lip pierced twice. Second time, I went into a hole in the wall. Oh, I went into a hole in the wall place, and the guy didn't know what he was doing and went right through the middle of my lower lip. I'm like flinching because I pierced my niece, and I told her not to talk, and she went like this, and let's just say she still has a little scar right here from where I nicked her with the hook when I was coming through her nose.
Yeah.
You have to like not move with something like that. Oh, I've seen that in real life, Andrea. Yeah. First the piercing I had with a girl in the room. He was getting nipples, and she was yelped when they did it. It reinforced I never wanted that done. That always reminds me of people like on the track team or swim team or somewhere where you weren't wearing a shirt. People would do that.
Mm.
Do you know what's so funny? All those crazy things I did when I was a kid, you couldn't come near me now with a piercing needle. And I always say, like, the reason I didn't get any tattoos is because I have sensitive skin. Like you can see the 5 different tones. Well, that's not as bad as this one. My hand is like 10 different tones, so I don't even want to know what happens if I get ink on my skin. It'll probably just peel off.
There must be people out there that the ink gets rejected from their skin, and causes issues. Then what happens? Like, does it
I'm
just
this close.
too?
I am seriously this close to prescription deodorant. That's how sensitive my skin is. And most people around me, I'm an oddity for not having tattoos. And I told you most people I work with are over 55. So and I'm an oddity for not having tattoos.
Yeah, my dad has a 13. When he went to boot camp, he got that. There's a saying on it. And then when he came back after his first divorce, he got love and hate on his knuckles. But he never
Which
told me the story behind it. But that's what he has.
I bet he collected large envelopes from people.
No, Rod, I need to know.
There's this movie called Do the Right Thing, and Radio Raheem is it Radio Raheem? I can't remember, but he has love and hate tattooed on his hand.
Yeah.
You only
Gosh,
have to
I
be
think
16 to get it. What's that?
I think I saw that. I have movie amnesia though, so I don't remember if I saw that or not.
Do the Right
Right
Thing was
thing?
from the early 90s. It's a Spike Lee movie, so it had a hardcore message. I love the old Spike Lee movies. Crooklyn. That movie was actually about the last year the Knicks won the championship.
Mhm.
It's such a good movie. You only have to be 16 to get a tattoo here. So I told all of my kids when they turn 16, we can go get tattoos on their birthday. So far, only one has taken me up. Oh, you just reminded me. Isaiah,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Isaiah, if you're watching this, start off with a small tattoo, son. My son wants to get my son keeps on telling me when I turn 18, he wants a full sleeve, and he's a Raiders fan, so he wants Raiders Nation and all these things on his chest and his arm. And I said, just start out with one tattoo.
And didn't he say something the other day about like his heart? Like he wanted
Do
something
you know when
about
he
his
talks? Do you know when he says that? I need nitroglycerin. I need heart pills. When
like
he
I just
says these things, I'm like, oh, wow. Why? And the funny thing, it's just weird. He is such a moral human. And I told him, I'm like, you're gonna look like you've been in jail. He's like, I don't care. I'm a Raiders fan. But he has this. He wants to get covered. He wants to be covered in tattoos. I don't wear body jewelry anymore since I'd have a, I had to have surgeries and they make you take them off. I just never put them back on.
Some of these are so hard to put back in, you actually have to go into the shop and say, will you put this back in for me?
You're totally reminding me that I've recently pierced my mother's ear. But that went right through. That was like swoop. That went right through. I grew up around guys that you had to actually do something at sea or in combat to have the right to get a certain tattoo. Getting tattoos just because my uncle, I telling you, I don't like any of my uncles, but my uncle was a hero in Vietnam. And he did the real life Forrest Gump where when the helicopter would land, he would grab people and bring them on the helicopter. He had a squadron tattoo, but he earned it. And he had a purple heart too.
that's that's wonderful that they recognized him. I couldn't imagine.
YOLO, get whatever you want. Hans wants to get some stopper tattoo. He does. You know what though? He's young. I'll talk him out of it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I wanted to get a very angry tattoo, and when I worked at the tattoo shop, I walked in, and I worked in Hollywood. These were some tough characters. These people had been to prison. They were like real tough guys, like real people. When you cross the street, you're like, I'm not gonna look at this man because he's scaring me. And they told me, if you feel the same way, come back in a year and I'll give it to you for free.
Hmm.
Because I was so angry and young. And I'm glad they said that, because I don't have that tattoo on me, because I'm not as angry as I was 20 years ago. Gosh, that was 26 years ago.
We're
It
gonna
doesn't
get
feel
a ending one for you.
I have a tattoo on my back of a sun. I thought it
Mm.
felt like someone rubbing on my skin with a metal knife.
Hmm.
I was sweating the and see, Grant, you are so much
Mhm.
braver than me.
Hmm. Yep.
Wow. Maybe when he sees how much a tattoo costs, it'll give him second thoughts.
I would. I would
Yeah.
totally, if you want it, you got to pay for it.
And then also, especially at that age, if like have it somewhere where you can't see it. Because I was 19 when I got my first tattoo, and because I was rebelling, and I got it on my hip so that when I was swimming, you could see it, right? But then, because I'm such a rebel, I'm gonna rebel, and I'm wearing a tattoo because and I was 19, and I'm kind of glad I didn't have them through my early 20s. It was in my 40s that I really got, 40s is when I'm like, okay, I'm old enough. I'm sure I know what I want. But I know there's a lot of jobs that there are some jobs I had in my 20s and 30s that I don't know if I could have had if I
Yes.
would have. And now I'm at the point where, I'm 50s, 50. How did that happen? And, and, I'm at a place where I'm debt free, and
Yeah.
so I don't have to. I guess I don't have to care as much. And then it's also nice now that the cultural stigma isn't there, where my mom was pretty upset at first, and I'm like, Mom, it doesn't mean that I'm a biker, and it doesn't mean that I'm in jail or in the military or in a gang. I mean, because that's where her mind went. I'm like, no, doctors, lawyers, attorneys, accountants. I have an accountant who's more inked up than I am. Like it's
I know a lot of bikers who don't have tattoos.
right. The stigma's not, yeah. So there. Yep.
Do you know Kilroy is 100% correct? My son does not drive because I told him he had to pay for his own car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to give him the truck in front of my house. So he literally had his own car, and he was like, nope, I'd rather have you drive me around. Which isn't necessary. Sometimes I'm like, I should have forced him to drive. I have a large tattoo on my leg, and it didn't hurt that bad. I was 61 when I got it. I know a lot of people that have gotten tattoos in their 60s and 70s. A lot of people. My mom survived breast cancer, and I know a lot of women that get tattoos over their mastectomy.
Mm.
Yeah. Andrea, you're 100% correct. Children, it's one of those. It's those old cliches. Best laid plans.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when a child's gonna pull on you. I got that tattoo at 35. I'm 65, and I think I want a second one. See, I'm thinking a Celtic knot on my calf.
That would be. I would love. That would be amazing, Grant. I'd love to see it if you ever get done.
Grant, if you do, call me and I'll show up, and I'll go the whole time. I'll go, ah. I'll get kicked out of the room in 5 minutes. My mother, I used to drive her to her eye appointments. What's that? Oh, trigger warning. I'm going to talk about something in an eyeball. So if you don't like eyeballs, trigger warning. But my mom she would get shots in her eyeball, directly in her eyeball. And I flinched. And when the procedure was done, my mom grabbed me by the hand and she was like, next time you're sitting in the lobby. because they stuck in her eye. I was like, oh! I tried not to react.
Yeah.
And she didn't even flinch. She sat there like a soldier. She didn't even flinch. Like, I would literally need a chair with grips if I had something like that.
Yeah, they better have numbed my eye before putting that in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She didn't even move. I was like, I am squeamish compared to my 75-year-old mother.
Oh,
But I'm not saying that I've always been like that, but I was a sick child, and I'm from the era of when the needles were this big. Like, oh, it's not gonna hurt. Okay, I'm lying as they stick you with it, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's where my phobia comes from. Thank you, and thank you. They would have to tie me down.
Yeah.
I would be like, I guess I'm going blind. And knock me out.
Like when I worked for the public school system, they made us, it was part of North Carolina, they made us get flu shots one year. And I couldn't get my paperwork together to say, okay, out of religious background, blah, 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 I don't want it. So I went, and that's the only time I've ever had a flu shot that I can remember in my adult life. And when I got it, I think they literally stuck my bone, and I'll never get another shot in my life. I will never. There's nothing, I don't care. Tetanus shot, I will die. I was like, no, give it to me. Nope.
I get the flu. I have yet to ever get the flu shot and not be asymptomatic. So I don't get it because every time I get the shot, I get the full blown flu.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a flu shot since the 1900s.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that seems crazy for someone who's immunocompromised, but the cure is worse than the disease, at least in my case. So I don't touch it.
I had the same experience. I had to get the flu shot for work one year, and then I got the worst flu I've ever had.
Yep.
And then the year before and the years after, I didn't get years after, I didn't get it, the shot, and I didn't get the flu. But I'm not gonna tell anyone not to get it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It must work for some people. It must work for people because people get it. So.
But
and that could have been a coincidence, the two.
My ex-wife and I, we both got the swine flu, and we lived in this tiny apartment. My son didn't get it. I don't know why or how, but right around, and we lived in Northern California in the epicenter, and I got sick. I lost 20 pounds within 3 days.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So if you can get the shot, get it. I just can't. I still remember my first blood test I ever got. They had a student phlebotomist try first before the regular phlebotomist had to step in. The student poked me number 2. I'd be like, stop! 7 times, still couldn't hit the vein.
You have one chance.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't do it, I have a good vein. You can see it. I'll do some hand pumps or whatever you need to do. I'll get it all nice and puppy for you. You better hit it.
I don't know.
You can't see it.
I have the same problem, but my veins pop out. But then they must have like a really thick wall because they run away. Like they'll pop out and they'll run away. So my first IV, I got pricked so many times, and I'm like, could you please get someone else?
Yeah, because you got one shot with me.
They run away.
You can kind of see it because of my mother. I have giant blue veins, and if you can't see my veins, then you shouldn't be a phlebotomist. I have varicose veins, so it's easy to spot I'm like looking at them like you can see it. I'm like doing the test, getting the veins out, but it's the strangest thing to me that my veins are blue.
Mine are too, though. You can just about see it.
My whole life, I'm like, those are some mighty blue veins there.
Yes.
I have the fortunate happenstance minus 11 years of my life, I've gone to pretty much the same doctor, and the same phlebotomist from when I was a kid is there. And the whole time you guys were talking, I'm like, what am I gonna do when Shirley retires? I'm gonna have to go find a I'm gonna have to go find someone her age that can do, because I don't trust it. You guys are telling me horror stories, and I do get a lot of blood taken.
Oh, it just started raining here. It just started raining here. It's raining here.
It's
Yay!
crazy.
Sorry.
No,
I just heard it.
we get excited for the rain too. No, because it's so droughty here. We're like, we need this.
Mm-hmm.
I was 7 or 8 years old, so I didn't know any better. If that happened today, I'd probably say to get someone else. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's weird. Every time I go get my blood taken, I always tell her, like, you look the same as you did when I was 9.
Mm.
That's the one good thing about moving back to my hometown, is that some people are still here, like doctors and people like that. But
Mhm.
every other aspect, I regret moving back to my hometown. I loved your face when you saw my vest. I am internationally known for wearing your grandmother's clothes. I am not above. I need to find that Merry Christmas denim shirt. Last year, or like 2 years ago, Melissa, I found this shirt in Vegas. It was in the men's section. It was my size, and I laughed. I grabbed it and took it home. It has snowmen on it, and the collar has snowflakes.
Yes.
It was someone's grandma's shirt, but we're the same size, so I'm wearing it.
Is it so ugly it's cute?
Yes. Yes. I love, before ugly sweaters got popular, that was actually something we would do every year. We'd go to the Goodwill and we'd try to find one really ugly sweatshirt.
Mm.
And then we'd wear it to the family function, you know. But now they like unironically print ugly argyles, and it's not fun, you know.
No, you gotta create your own too.
My arm hurt for a couple weeks from that. It wasn't even the nice modern blood test with the little tubes. Oh man, they go boop boop boop. It was the old school syringes. Yikes.
Sorry. Nope. Sorry.
That's another thing that I can't just eat apple juice and cookies. When I get my blood taken, I am like a floppy fish.
Well, it depends on how much blood they take from me. But with my gastric bypass surgery that I had, I'm supposed to get a blood panel done every year, just so that they can see everything and to know if I need a readjustment of vitamins and calcium intake and stuff like that. So I'm behind like 3 years, but I'm doing okay.
I just do what I do. Every winter, I go out and I swim in a frozen lake. I rub the snow on my face. I'm kidding. You would literally need EMTs if I did that. My lungs would freeze up to walnuts if I jumped in cold water.
When I was younger, I wanted to do the polar bear challenge, but not anymore. No.
I never did. Never wanted to. Never. No.
It
Mm-mm.
was a big thing in upstate New York.
I'm too scared of passing out. I can't do varying temperatures like that. I have to ease into things. You can't just throw me in cold water and expect me not to go. Just flat out pass out. That's why I never did the ice bucket challenge. I just donated money.
I never did that.
I would have. If you want to see me hyperventilate, pour cold water on me.
Mm.
That's just a good way to go.
Yeah, that shock, initial shock, absolutely. No, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone.
I was watching a skit recently where I can't even say it on YouTube. It's a Vicar of Dibley joke that I can't even say on YouTube. It's something I watched last night, but they were making fun of the ice bucket challenges. Only one blood test a year. What a lightweight. I've gotten one every 2 weeks until I die.
Yeah, I really don't like going to the doctor. I have white coat syndrome. So as soon as I get there, they go, "We need to take your blood pressure." And I was like, "Wait until after my appointment, please. Don't give it to me now or you're going to put me in the hospital." Because my blood pressure's, I don't know why. I could feel, I can feel my heart just pulsating through my neck and everything. And it's just the drive. I'm just driving and there's nothing wrong with me. Like, but it's so weird. My doctor knows it.
So if Will feels he can't breathe, pour a cup of ice water on the top of his head. I used to you'll never catch me taking a cold shower. Ever. I take showers that are so hot that like you could have a seafood boil in the shower with.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
If it were any hotter, it would burn.
Absolutely.
Yep. The threshold, like, is this going to burn? Almost. It's almost burning.
I feel like it's sanitizing almost. It's kind of like I truly feel like you're scraping that layer off, that top layer off, you know.
Yeah.
But most people are like that. When I lived in Oregon, I was so surprised by how many people drowned in the lake every year. They live next to the lake, they see the lake, it's right there, but the water is glacial. So when you jump in, it could be 105 outside. That water's 32 to 45 degrees. So there is a natural shock when you jump in that water. Same with the West Coast. Our water on average, again, is like 30 something to 40 degrees. And that's it. Because our water comes from Alaska.
Yeah. So
and so people are shocked when they come to our, because we have these beautiful beaches and it's freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a kid, we knew just wait for our body to go numb if we were in the ocean. I take baths that are so hot, you could probably make a decent cup of tea with the water. I'm going to test that out. Next time I take a shower, I'm going to put a tea bag in a cup and just stand there.
Oh, it's interesting. I need to make some sense.
That actually is a quote. You don't know what kind of tea you are until you're put in hot water.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard that.
I wish I had made that up, but I didn't.
I quote, I endlessly quote Babylon 5, Star Trek, like every show I've ever watched. People will be like, oh, that's so profound, not knowing I got it from like Vircado, Jakar, or someone from a show that was on 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was in North Saskatoon, and it was 4 degrees Celsius in summer. The air was at 34 Celsius, and I jumped in. It was like millions of painful darts going into you. Got to get used to it. I'm telling you, it's something else when you go from being warm and jumping into freezing water. Even when I fill my Mona pool, I sit it out in the sun for a while because the stuff coming from my hose is Arctic. Or it's even worse. There's this terrible thing here in Southern California. If you leave your hose out, either the water that, if there was water in the hose, it's going to come out piping hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a blast of freezing water after that.
Mm-hmm. I know when I would go to water my plants and stuff, I would run it before I hook it up back up to the system because I didn't want my plants getting scalded hot water. So. Craziness.
A while to get out, absolutely hyper on shore. Nope, I was so cold with blue lips. Took most of the rest of the day to get back to normal. That is the scariest thing when someone's lips turn blue. I've seen that. I've had to give CPR to people. So that is the scariest thing when someone's lips turn blue.
Yeah.
I can't.
Back to the core of your body to keep your core warm. So you just turn blue. Interesting.
I can't recently swim recreationally. I can't really swim recreationally anymore. For some reason, I get these foot and ankle cramps that are so bad. It feels like the muscle is solid stone. Wow. Kilroy, I have a weird question. Do you stretch? I do what I call like poor man's yoga. I stretch until it hurts.
Hmm.
And then I'll go swimming. Didn't Don't worry, we're only gonna go for like 10 more minutes. I promise, listen, I won't keep you all night, I promise. But we're so excited to meet you. And
I'm so happy to be here.
you are so
I
welcome
really-
back. You are one of us. One of us. One
I'm giving you both a hug. And everyone in the chat a hug too if they're huggers, but if they're not a hugger, then I'm not hugging them. But if they
Jeff-
are huggers, if everybody who's a hugger, I'm giving a hug to.
I know a hugger. I know a
Because
hugger.
I have learned that because like I'm a hugger and I'm like, oh, let me give you a hug, and people are like, what are you doing?
Died one time. But usually I come on so fast they don't know, and I warn them ahead of time. Like the first time I saw William out in the wild, I go, I just want to let you know I will hug you when I see you. No, but yeah, I'm a hugger. I am. But
Yeah, this was very fun. Thank you for inviting me. I'm quite honored to be here, and I'm
yeah,
so grateful that YouTube was like. So the first day I uploaded my first video, then this came up in my feed. I'm like, oh, this looks like fun, and
oh, yeah.
so I'm so glad that I'm so grateful that my so-called life came up. Although I will say I get a lot more sewing done when I'm just listening.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm on either. Like it's just I try, but then I just tend to focus on my sewing, and then I just don't hear the conversation all the way, and I won't. And
That's what I was afraid would happen.
so I just love to be like in it to win it, like all here and reading everyone. And so, yeah. Oh, Andrea said it's nice to see a new face. Absolutely. This is why it's like I would love to see all of you that would want to be on, because I just love to see a face or, hear your voice for the first time. I don't know. It's just great. And watching your videos, Melissa, you're really inspiring me with
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, and I do have this tripped out rock star gene. Like some of us have this gene and some of us don't. That makes me want to get up on stage and make a spectacle of myself and go, look what I can do. I don't know why. But yes, but not all of us have that.
I don't
Yeah,
have that. No.
yeah, I'll get like that's why I love playing instruments. It's just as much about performing as it is about learning the instrument.
Oh my gosh, it so is. It so is. I actually learned from somebody who was a ham. And so they would really ham it up when they would perform. And so there's this whole cadence to playing. We call it picking and grinning. I'm ripping that off from the Carter family, but when you play a banjo, you got to be like. There's a whole
And
formula.
also, that was one of the things I learned in choir. Is my choir director told us when we were doing our breath work and singing from the diaphragm and all that stuff and vocal play, like where are your vocal cords placed, because like I'm a choir geek. And one of the things he'd say is smile. Because for some reason, when you smile, you're tightening these muscles in here and it actually improves your pitch. So you have often have better pitch when you're singing, when you're smiling. And so I would be doing a performance and I'd be smiling, and on the inside, I'm like, what's my next chord? And what are my next lyrics? And I'm like, okay, next line, next chord. And then I'm like, I'm gonna just drop this chord because I can't remember it and keep going. And on the inside, I'm going, ah! But I'm smiling, going, and I'm smiling and singing, and people are like, wow, you're up there and you're smiling. And I'm like, yeah, I'm smiling. Like, but then it makes you, there's something about a smile too that helps calm your system. And then when I worked as a secretary, I'd answer the phone and say, thank you for calling. This is Melissa. How can I help you? And I'd smile, and they could hear that over the phone. So there's something about smiling that, like, we hear it over the phone, and just smiling calms my own nerves.
Exactly.
Andrea and I are taking notes. I'm gonna have to remember that when I'm bellowing out, when I'm bellowing my lungs out of my car. Okay, hold on. Let me practice it.
Yeah, smile when you
A
sing.
British tar is a soaring soul. Free. See, I can't smile and sing at the same time though.
Yeah.
Free as a mountain bird, with an ever-ready fist, always ready to resist. See, I can't smile. And
You can. Does it feel that your life's become a catastrophe? Oh, it has to be for you
I'm
to
gonna practice
grow,
that.
boy. You know,
I
you
have
have
to.
to.
I'm a Grinch.
Smile and sing.
You know what? I am naturally bubbly, but life does kick me sometimes.
Mhm.
So I'm like anyone else where I'm like, nah.
Mhm.
See, Andrea's like, no, you look crazy. I can't smile and sing at this. A British star in the soaring soul. Nope. And for anyone who's wondering, that was Gilbert and Sullivan. I know the whole score, and yes, I did learn that through Star Trek. But they only sing 4 lines in Star Trek. I know the entire song.
Mhm. Mhm.
Gilbert and
Yep.
Sullivan for life.
Mhm. That was that the O'Brien episode where they met the captain who was hunting the
Oh, they sing "Oh Danny Boy" in is it not? It's in one of the movies. Oh, what's the name of the movie? Because it's not the second one with Tom. It's not the third one. It's not First Contact. It's Oh, I'm gonna get kicked out of my nerd group for not knowing this one. Where's my phone? Is it Resurrection?
Resurrection is insurrection.
Yes.
It's insurrection. Is that what you're thinking?
Insurrection. Yes.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
not
scene.
that's like there are episodes of Star Trek Next Gen that's better than that movie.
That
I'm sorry. That's my opinion.
You know what it is? I love that scene when Data goes rogue and they figure out how to get him, and they're singing that song.
Mhm.
First Contact is my movie. I love that movie. You're right. The other ones we're kind of like, we're just gonna make a movie.
Mhm.
No smiling, singing pirate songs, William. I think that's it's true. That is true. That's better than I knew someone who was from Wales, and I would salute and sing. I was singing songs from On the Bounty, and she was like, "The ship sank," and she walked away. I'm like, "Gosh, you're a bitter human, aren't you?" I love singing crazy songs like that. I'm not like on the level of theater geek, but I'm in the back singing the same songs.
I like
It's
it.
all because I grew up with somebody who I had access to Les Miserables, Cats, and Phantom of the Opera as a kid. And so I fell in love with people belting their heart out. That and of course Newsies. Of course Newsies.
That's
Which
one
Jess and I will be recreating, but people don't read newspapers anymore.
I have to watch it. I've never watched Newsies. I've watched a lot of plays and like theater, but not Newsies.
I grew up and my parents were always, they were weirdly musical people, so it made me one. Like even recently, Star Trek, Strange New Worlds had a musical. People freaked
It was
out.
fantastic. It was fantastic.
I loved it.
It was when the
the
Klingons came on.
I
started
know that
rapping.
song. Why you always
I
calling us when you got drama? One of these days we will slay you. I've watched that so many times. Come on, Klingon dubstep. How did that not make your day when they? I've made Jess watch that a few times. Oh, now I have that final song stuck in my head.
I enjoyed one, and I'm not a huge sci-fi person, but it grows on me. Like I'll watch it with you and enjoy it, but
Oh, William,
I
on
don't.
my pincushion, you'll appreciate this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
Oh,
Jess.
please.
You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I have had this for years, but this is my favorite pincushion. I've had it for like almost 30 years, and I
Wow.
have a little button on it that is
Ah!
that says the devil is illogical.
Oh, I love that.
That is amazing.
Spock was my first favorite. Even more than Captain Kirk, Spock was my first, like, yeah, I like Spock. Oh,
Good.
that's hilarious. And I'm so sad that I was taking care of I redid my grandmother's house before and after she passed away. She lived in this huge house. The day Leonard Nimoy died, I hung a flag half staff at her house because my grandmother lived in a homeowners association. She lived in this big house, but it was a homeowners association. They tried to fine her $900 for me hanging a flag. I still have the letter. No one ever paid it, but I still have that. They were such haters that they. But yeah, I'm a geek when it comes to Star Trek. I mean, come on, it's my stop screen, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will never live in an HOA. Never.
You know, I ran into this recently because, like anybody else, I have fallen into the hole of YouTube. I actually I was watching Darius earlier because he was boxing, so he was actually kind of inspiring. But there's certain things I watch on YouTube, and I'm like, why am I watching this? And so I go out and seek more intelligent dialogue, and Star Trek is just right along that line. I go out and seek things that expand my mind rather than retract it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my famous thing that I say in my classroom a lot is you got to be smarter than the person next to you. You got to figure out that problem faster. You got to do, just so you can help me teach it to the next people. So I've always had that motto because that's how I've always gotten where I want to be in life. I'm like, I got to be smarter. I have to outdo the person next to me so I can have that position or whatever it may be.
Neil deGrasse Tyson used to always say, if you think you're the smartest person in the room, leave the room. Oh, man. I'm going to be doing laundry all night. I said I was going to be doing all these things last night, and I just sat there like this. I just was like so engrossed. I am back with British politics, and I do not necessarily participate with what's around me because everything's on fire. So it's easier to disassociate and watch politics across the pond. And if anyone's wondering, I do a show every Thursday with Mike. It's on the sofa, but we just talk about British politics, and it's funny to see the parallels and stuff like that. And as somebody who doesn't sleep, 7 o'clock in the morning is 11 o'clock West Coast time. So I watch their news as I'm mulling around my house.
I'm just waiting for that election. I want to see if that guy wins.
Bin face. We will see.
I was like, I don't know what they're fighting about, don't know what they're talking about, but I want to see if that comedian's going to win.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This is the 8th election that he stood for.
Yeah. William introduced me to him when we were in Vegas. Like I didn't even know he existed until we were in Vegas.
Count Binfield. It's the old show I used to be on, Kilroy. It's On the Sofa with Mike. I was on it years ago. But even if I'm not there, Mike just talks about the things that are around him and what's affecting him in the UK, and it's really interesting to watch. Mm-hmm. Because do you know one of the biggest things on earth is once we find out how much we're alike, it is that is the one thing that stops hatred, that stops animosity. When you meet someone, you're like, oh, I like that too. Oh, we're into the same thing, you know.
Oh, no. I was
Did
trying to
watch the Taught to Airwalk videos? They get an F. They put 2 steps. No, I'll have to definitely check that out. Sorry, my coffee's kicking back in. I'm gonna write in bin face for at least one race. This no, you can do that in my state. You could write in Donald Duck. You can vote for Mickey Mouse. You could vote for Gandalf. You and they'll be like, Gandalf got 10 votes this year.
Oh my gosh, I must have fell asleep with my phone on because I'm like, I have no idea what half of this stuff is.
All right, we've been going for 3 hours. Melissa, seriously, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
When
This was a lot of fun.
when I click off, we'll still be able to hang out in the background after I click everything off. Twinny McTwin, thank you so much.
Absolutely, it's always fun hanging out. I enjoy
And
it.
Melissa, you definitely have to come back. This is what we do. We just hang out. And so tonight I was just like, we have to get to know you.
Okay, thank you.
But usually I'm mulling around doing more stuff. And
Yeah.
I truly thank you for hanging out. This is why we do this, because we want to meet other people and expand our sewing horizons, you know.
Absolutely. I can't believe it. No worries.
I've been in James Bond so many times because only one candidate ran and I didn't laugh. Okay, but Roger Moore or Sean Connery. You guys are absolutely awesome. I will see everybody. What is it today? Is that on Monday? Monday. And Andrea, don't think I saw that comment. You said you're gonna join on Monday.
I sent her a link and she goes, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Absolutely." I just want to see you.
You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next time. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will. Oh, Kilroy voted Sir Roger Moore, and I will definitely see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.